Welcome everyone to another episode of the Jank Tank, the place where I fail live on the internet so that you don't have to do the same at F&M. So, we are kicking things off today with a bit of a special one actually. I was in touch with Matt from TOTALmtg. He recently put up a YouTube deck tech and gameplay video of Mono Black Control. And I asked him, I was like, listen, can I take a copy of that deck and play it live? And he was like, yeah, go ahead, love to see Spread of the Bruise. So with that said, apologies, with that said, we are kicking off today with a little bit of Mono Black Control. So what we will do is we will start off by having a quick look at the deck and seeing how it runs. So it's pretty straightforward if anybody hasn't seen it before. Now it shows blue there. Apologies, it shows blue there. That's because of the Discovery Dispersal. We're actually only playing the front half of it. My apologies. 5 seconds before I went on, I was like, I got this. Let me just rehearse that opening line. We're all good. And then I just had a coughing fit. So, I think I've recovered now. Rockalypse, good to have you along. You always fail, but that makes two of us. That makes two of us. So, kicking it off, we have 3 fungal infection. My investment in this card has gone up. Very much very high now on this card at the moment, particularly because I am, every time I see an Adanto Vanguard, I'm like, oh my god, not again. It's every time. And both this and Moment of Craving just take care of it. And the amount of times that I've cast one of these two and the opponent has still paid the 4 life, and then the guys, the Adanto Vanguard has died, and then they just shame scooped, it's been really high. So it's actually pretty good. We've 3 Dust Legion Zealot. This is just a great cantrip on a body, basically. We have it's good for a blocker as well to sort of help stave off the aggro decks. Surprising number of things at the moment are also 1 toughness, so it's really cool for that. Argos Bloodfast, a 1-off as a concession against control decks, because we're not particularly amazing against the control decks, but thankfully they're not particularly prevalent at this point in time in the arena meta anyway. We have 3 cast down. Overall just great removal spell. 1 Moment of Craving, give us a little bit of extra life gain. Token decks and go wide decks and goblins and all that kind of thing. The white weenies, they're all very relevant at the moment. Golden Demise is very good at dealing with them. 1 Murder, because it is just unconditional, just kill that thing. Apologies. 1 Josuves Lich Knight. This is one of our big win cons. It is very helpful. It's a very good kind of modal card. There are 2 modes on it, obviously. You can play a 4/5 that'll help you put down a good blocker against aggro or even slightly bigger decks, and help stave off some of the damage, at least for a little while. Or you can just wait till you get later in the game and you just kick it. And what they're gonna do about like 22 power on the board, I don't know, but it's pretty good. We also then have 3 Ravenous Chupacabra, because 2-for-1s are a good thing. Who knew? 1 Twilight Prophet. I actually have been playing around with this card myself, and my stock in this card has gone up as well. I believe it is a very good card. I know it's Ice Lava Coil and all that kind of stuff, but if they don't have an answer to this immediately, you are just getting pulled so far ahead. The risk is worth the reward with this one, in my opinion. 1 Phyrexian Scriptures. Excuse me. As you can see, there are a few creatures in here, and it is nice to be able to keep one of them while the rest of the board goes away. It is also very relevant that this sweeper destroys or exiles all cards from all opponents' graveyards as well. That is a huge thing, particularly with there is an increase in the Golgari graveyard decks, very similar to the Undergrowth one that I was playing earlier on. In fact, that very list 5-0'd the league recently. 2 Ritual of Soot. It's a reasonable sweeper. It's not too bad. 3 Vraska's Contempt, when you absolutely positively need to make sure that a particular thing never comes back. Particularly Planeswalkers. 3 Doom Whisperer, they're our main win con in this. They are very powerful overall. 3 Eldest Reborn, because it is just an incredible card. And then 4 Discovery Dispersal. Again, we're only casting the first half of this, but to be perfectly honest, the first half of this I would say is probably the best card draw cantrippy kind of spell in Standard at this point in time. It is incredible, and to be able to have an effect like this in mono black is unreal. Absolutely unreal. We've 3 Memorial to Folly because it is sometimes necessary if we're going up against a more removal heavy deck to get back either a Josu Vest or a Doom Whisperer or even a Chupacabra, sometimes even a Dust Legion Zealot, just to get that one card deeper. We have 18 Swamps, and then we have a little smorgasbord of colourless lands. We've 1 Field of Ruin in case we need to take out a Legion's Landing or an Azcanta or any of those kind of lands. Strangely enough, what's the name of the one again? The Growing Rights of Itlamok? That has shown up a bit more recently. So you could consider that, I suppose. 1 Detection Tower. This is great against both Vinemare and Carnage Tyrant. Now we have main deck ways of dealing with both of those, mostly in the way of the Eldritch Reborn, but to make absolutely sure that like any of our removal spells deal with it, we've got Detection Tower. Finally, we have Arch of Orazca, because sometimes this deck does go long game, and when it does go long game, you want to be apologies. Sometimes you do want to be able to just draw an extra couple of cards just to get there. So this is it. It doesn't come with a sideboard because this is mostly designed for best of 1. Though, I mean, if you were to put a sideboard in here, I would probably go with a couple of Duresses, Kitesale Freebooters, maybe 1 or 2 extra Sweepers. I'd probably go an extra couple of Moment of Craving if you're coming up against particularly aggro decks. And possibly a couple of Playcrafter. Maybe some Karn as well. Karn is very, very good overall too. But this is the main board that TOTALmtg has made. So with that, I think we are going to take this, and we might run into we'll run into 1 or 2 ladder games first. I'm on for about 3 or so hours today, so as per the schedule. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into a ladder game or 2 here. I'm not playing Storm just yet. I'm going to be playing Mono Black Control. There is a very real chance that I will be playing a couple of Storm games later on as well, because it's very likely that I'll actually just be bringing that to Standard Showdown today. But to kick things off, we're going to start a couple of games with TOTALmtg's Mono Black Control deck, and we will see how it goes from there. It's about anybody in the chat or watching at the moment, welcome along to the Jank Tank. We are playing some Mono Black Control courtesy of TOTALmtg. It looks to be a very good deck. Looks to be very good. It is my kind of deck in the sense that it is both control and mono black. So we shall see. I feel that this is going to be a little more consistent, a little more reliable than Chromatic Black, which I was playing the other day. This looks like a nice curve. This looks like a nice old curve. This has us controlling the board. If it's control, we're going to probably have a bad time. Dust Legion Zealot's going to help us with that though. But any other deck, we're going to curve out very nicely, taking control of the board. I'm going to keep. I'm going to start with a Memorial. Pass it on back. What a fantastic target for a Memorial to Folly. I'm going to wait with the Dust Legion because I think I would rather... Because they could play 2 creatures, make this a 2-2, so... I'm going to pass this on back. Okay. I'm gonna just take that one. I don't feel it's completely the worst to take that. I'm gonna play this. Play Dust Legion Zealot, and now we are off. Get another land. Well, it's good to know that we're gonna definitely hit the Eldritch Reborn on turn 5. That's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I'm intrigued to see what they play here. Okay, here is where we're going to Fungal Infection this. I think it's important for us to start getting a bit of a board presence here. And the fact that we drew a second Chupacabra, all signs show towards this is coming down right now. This is nice. This is very quickly turned the corner. Assuming that they put out maybe 1 or 2 threats a turn, we can very easily take care of it here. History Benalia, not exactly what I wanted to see here, but I can definitely hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we can't get City's Blessing in time. That's what I want to do here. Do I want to actually just attack in, then Golden Demise? I think that's not a bad idea, actually. Or will I wait a turn? And it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not going to attack. I'm actually going to play out a Ravenous Chupacabra. I'm going to smack down the Hazardum. No, I'll take out the Knight. I'll take out the Knight. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, I think wait a turn. If I get another land here, I'll have the City's Blessing and we can just wipe their board, which would be nice. No, it's kind of irritating with the 3 toughness, but that's okay. To be honest, I think I just want to cast down the Knight and pass it back. Yeah, you're spot on, Arocalypse. That's exactly the line I was thinking. Oh, just to let you know, Arocalypse, actually, I now have you set to host on my channel whenever I am not streaming. I thought it'd be a nice little friendly boost to aid in the Jank efforts. Yep. All of those knights you get, yep. They all get a big amount here. Now, Danto Vanguard, I am happy to see you. So hopefully this turn we get another permanent on the board and Golden Demise happens. Come on, land. Come on, land. Yeah, we got it. Okay, let me just make absolutely sure that I'm not doing the maths wrong. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Sweet. Let's do it. Ripping peps, bro. I'm sure they don't feel super class about this. Ooh, settle. Are they just playing mono white? These are all the good cards I have. Dot deck. Main board settle. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I was not expecting it out of that deck. That's for certain. But hey, I'm okay with 10 lands. That's not that bad either. I currently don't feel like I'm in a bad position here at all. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Anybody that's popped along in the last little while, welcome along to the Jank time. We are playing some Mono Black Control courtesy of TOTALmtg. This is his latest list. I'm gonna murder that like, immediately. Play Detection Tower. Play Eldest Reborn. Now, what do I want to get back here? Nothing. Never mind. I forgot that all the rest got exiled from Saddle. That's fine. They have to play this now. Okay, yep. Murder is a very strong name for a card. Yeah. It is. It's very much one of those ones where it's just does literally what it says. Like, murder that thing. We're gonna kick it on back to our opponent. What do we want to take from them later? We want to take an Adanto Vanguard. It's really hard to deal with. I think we're just taking a Resplendent Angel, 3/3 flyer, maybe. VIP in the house, Jamie C. Welcome along. Good to have you here, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna kick it on back. Got a Contempt. Feels weird, but okay. Well, what do you think? What do you think we should get, guys? Adanto Vanguard, Resplendent Angel, Banalish Rush will be a bit weird, but getting info for later. This is not actually the deck I'm playing later. This is actually a build of Mono Black Control, courtesy of TOTALmtg. So, see, I'm thinking Banalish, yeah, because like if I play anything else, then it's gonna be grand. It'll be a nice old thing. Yeah, we'll take Banalish. Why not? I'm not using this on this just yet, at least. It does not feel worth it. That feels like a more juicy target, I reckon. I think I'm just gonna go now. Get wrecked. I like being very aggressive with removal in the mono black decks, because mono black, like black in the color pie, to anybody that is relatively new to Magic, the whole idea of black is you can kind of do whatever you want, but it comes at a cost. And oh boy, well, I'm gonna sandbag that. Make our opponent think we have something. Black is the color of removal. It has the best and strongest spells to kill things. So normally when it comes to me playing like a mono black deck, I usually like to be very aggressive with my removal. Not only does it send a message, but it feels good to be like, yeah, I can definitely kill that, I can definitely kill that. I actually don't think I want either of these here. I mean, no, not worth it. Let's draw. Oh boy, I guess play land. Apologies. Yeah, this looks like we're gonna win this race anyway, unless they have something else to play. Maybe kept scriptures, but I mean, like, unless they really third one. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. To be honest, I was kind of looking for some action here. Like, really looking for a Doom Whisperer here now. That would be the ideal card. I don't have any creatures in my bin, do I? No. That's fine. Well, that settles that. Unless they decide to settle me. Oh god, I've been on this Arsenal. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. So if they want to yeah, that's fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. I tell you what, I'll take that. I'll take that hit. That's okay. You can gain 5. Pretty sure it does not matter here. Even with the angel. Yeah, just to be sure. I mean, if they scooped it, like, they know they're dead, right? Smack. Yeah. This is pretty rough for our opponent here. Did they have menace? Why is it just me, or do people not understand how menace works? Sure. Menace means a creature with menace can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Sure. Oh man, it's the same. I've noticed that on Magic Online a little more so, but on here as well, same thing. People are like, oh, why can't I block this? It's got menace. It's just got menace. Sweet. That felt good. I do feel like that was probably a reasonably decent matchup for this deck, but I'm pretty well happy with how that went. Absolutely. Scrussy. I don't know why that came across slightly Scottish. It just sounds kind of Scottish. Scrussy. Yeah, it's kind of fine. It's probably fine. Opponent's going first, gets to draw another card. I have removal. I have a dude to get in the way and draw another card. If I really have to, Josephus is there. Yeah, I guess an actual control deck it'd be kind of rough. It would be kind of rough. There's no denying that. I'm gonna say hello to our opponent. Did I not say hello to my last opponent? I feel bad now. It's always good to say hello. Always good to say hello. As Smitty Puff was saying in the chat there the other day, it started to become a bit of a race when we're doing direct challenges now as to who can say hello first, which I like that. That's very sweet. Combat. I know I technically took damage first, but it was from myself. So this is first blood. This is what counts. What I'm very tempted to do is I'm very tempted to get this deck and like I really like this deck. I really like how it works, but I think I want to have a little like a little thing of like I might make possibly my own version of this. I would say, to be perfectly honest, I would say a lot of the cards in it are going to be very, very similar. TOTALmtg is a very good deck builder. He has a very good handle on what is good and what works. So I feel it would be the very, very same for the most part. I'm good to ship this on back. Jamie C, now you got 2 badges. How do you get the Twitch Prime on, actually? I'm not 100% sure how you actually do that. A lot of these badges are all still very new, kind of thing to myself. Yeah. Well, guys, it looks like you're getting your wish, Apocalypse. Oh, you pay for over. Oh, Twitch Prime. Okay, yeah, sweet. Apocalypse, thank you very much for the bits. Spreading a bit of Irish cheer, I see. Good to see. Good to see. I freaking love this card. Can I just take a moment to like explain how good this card is? This card is so good. Hey, if you guys want to have a badge off, that is totally freaking sweet. Jamie, are you gonna step up the game here? He's got 3 bits here now. He's got 3 badges. You're gonna have to find a way to get 4 now. What are these bits? You can see up the top of the chat there. You can see a little like a little drop down thing. See where it says like Smitty Puff Jr., Spills, and Apocalypse now. There's a little drop down there. They'll tell you about bits. There's a learn more, I think, down there. 2 badges. Scrubs. Yeah, we've got a VIP Twitch Prime subscriber over here. Wanderer, don't you know? Jamie, there are many ways in which you can acquire these different badges. Being a subscriber is usually the best one. That's usually the one that people appreciate the most. Well, I know. I certainly appreciate it. I appreciate anybody having any badges. It means that you're taking part. It means that you're being cool, and being cool is sweet. Your 7-day trainee trial. Yep. We've a lot of removals for them big boys. It's all politics. I wouldn't mind an old cast down here. That would be pretty nice. I know these decks are starting to run dive downs now, way more than they're running the likes of Spell Pierces, so I think Eldritch Reborn is probably a good call here. Or, you know, it's just actually is a control. Oh well. Oh snap! Apocalypse, you gentleman. Gifting a tier 1 sub to Jamie C. What an absolute gent. Jamie, you got gifted a sub. Man, I'm liking this. I'm loving this nice little community we got going on here. This is pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't think I can attack in there. Jamie, you also, because you're now subbed, you get access to the emote, which I believe, if you type that, except kind of like that. Hang on a second. I'm actually. I'm getting a bit confused because I'm also trying to play a game at the moment.
Can beat me?
Yeah.
You're welcome to try.
Yeah, so if you type lowercase
Time to choose.
lowercase this and then this. Yeah, so you get my punt face now. Oof. Use a lava coil on the Dust Legion. That's pretty rough. I'm under attack from 2 different angles here, and I don't quite like it. What's the best call? What's the best call? Yeah. Also, Jamie, if you put ! punt, you can check every time, or you can add 1 punt to the punt count. I think we're only up to about a dozen so far, which isn't actually that bad. I really think we need to get rid of Ral here, because Ral is way more important and more powerful than people think. Wouldn't have minded drawing a cast down there instead of a ritual and stuff, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. The main threat's out of the way. Ah, you know what? I spoke too soon. It's gonna be hard to kill these guys now. Because they've got counter mana up. This slightly more controlling version of Drake's is really good. Pinchy, come back, give me good luck. You are a very elite crew, Jamie. Absolutely, you get access to that. Soon enough, the once demand is sort of increased, there will be a change where subscribers will get access to special actions and stuff like the punt count. I feel like it's important to, you know, I'll cast Phyrexian Scriptures. If this gets countered, I'm just dead. But then again, if anything gets countered, I'm just dead. So. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I'm a moron. Okay, feel free to punt. Feel free to punt. Add a punt to the count there. I forgot that does not wipe the board this turn. So. Yeah. You're part of an elite crew of people that watch this moron punting continuously. I can't even fungal infection one of these to reduce it by 1. Oh boy. Yeah, add as many punts as you need to this one. This was I basically threw this game away. Yep. Yep. That was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Oh well. Ah, look, it's fine. The games down in bronze level 2 are always the most fun ones anyway. What a beat upon a Golgare terrible deck. That sounds like some sort of weird French airline, like Golgare terrible. Yeah, 100%. I wonder if you wanna, do you wanna do direct challenge? Is that it? I will absolutely try out mono black control against Wonder Boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Golgare terrible. It's much cooler now. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, a little update as well for the likes of the subscriptions and stuff. There will be added bonuses coming in the next little while. It is something that takes a lot more to oh god, what's happening with the cards? It takes a lot more time to set up than I actually expected it to. Oh my god, Arocalypse, I'm so sorry. I just saw Golgare terrible. I went, oh no, I'm gonna. Okay, I feel bad. Sure, let's go with this. Arocalypse, you're directly after. You're directly after. You know what? You can have 2 games if you want. Oh man, I've got to learn to read the chat in order. Because what happens to me so often is I look at them and basically whatever color stands out to us. Like at the moment, Wanderer is in light blue, and that just stands out way more than all the other colors at the moment in the chat. And that is why I saw that. Jamie, you're looking for a game against Naya in Rage, or a game with Naya in Rage after this. Yeah, you could be directly after a Rocket Lips as well. You don't know? Hey, you're welcome to if you want. Tis up to you, friend. I think I'm actually just going to Dusk Legion here. I don't want to play Crafter again. Sure. You'll never play it again? It's just, I don't know. Here's my thoughts on it. I'm getting all their 2-for-1s out on the small guys, so I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, I know it's not amazing value, but I feel Ritual or Golden Mice is a great call here. I feel like Enrage is going to synergize with the Gruul mechanic. I do not know what the Gruul mechanic is yet, obviously, but I think it could be cool. I think it could be cool. I'm going to throw the Dusk Legion. Play at the land. I'll pass back. Yeah, I feel like Gruul in Rage is gonna be like a thing, or maybe that's just me hoping that it would be a thing. Maybe that's it. But sorry. In before land Carnage time. Oh god, that's worse. You know what I think I want to do here? Do I just want a moment of play this? Because now I can Eldest Reborn the Molder Hulk, and it means they'll have to spend their whole turn to get it back. And if they don't get it back, I'll get it. So I'm okay with this. But yeah, I do feel that Enrage is going to synergize with the Gruul mechanic once it comes out. It feels like the kind of thing that would. Ah, you also have an Eldest Reborn. What do I want to do? What's in the bin? Nothing really. What's in their bin? A lot of stuff. Charnel Troll? Alright. Alright. This looks very singleton-y. Okay. I just want Doom Whisperer, maybe. No, I'll Doom Whisperer. It's fine. If they happen to kill it this turn, it's not that big of a deal, because I'll just get it back then. If they go land Eldest Reborn, I'm kind of okay with that. Yep. Sack my little Dusk Legion. Dusk Legion Zealot. Yep. My turn. Alright, what am I getting? What do I want to get? I mean, I guess it's probably just a Molder Hulk. Like, what have we got in the field here? Yeah, it's probably just a Molder Hulk. Yeah. I just want to Eldest Reborn again. That's kind of really funny. Yeah, why not? I feel like this is kind of reasonably short up now. I'm gonna discard. Ritual. Excuse me. I'm gonna pay 2 on this bad boy. I don't think I need these. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna be risky. Once I go below 10, I stop. That's always the rule. You know what? I'll just be safe. I'll just be very safe. Yep. Phyrexia Scripture is very interesting. Very interesting card. Oh, kicking a Zoni out of there. Nice one. They probably get it back next turn. That's going to be freaking terrible. But you know what? It's okay. Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, the clever thing here with the Eldest Reborn is if they go to get something back from my bin, which they won't. Then I can just respond by activating Memorial to Folly. Scriptures could have come down this turn. Yes, it could have. But I am aware that if they were to get back something like a Zoni, I've got this to take care of it. I can always just drop this guy out as a big booty boy to protect for a little bit while this goes off. But okay, what do I want to take? I think I just want a Zoni, right? I think a Zoni's just it's not very good for myself because I've only got 3 dudes in there. You know, it's probably actually the Mulder Hulk again. Yeah, it's probably the Mulder Hulk. I'll play Mulder Hulk and then Scriptures now. Yeah, I was just thinking you could have responded by cracking the Memorial to Folly, the exact same thing that I was just talking about. This is now going to come out and it's going to stick a counter on this bad boy. Unless you want to kill it. Unless you want to kill it. Yep, put it on that bad boy. Artifact creature. Artifact creature Mulder Hulk. Seems real weird. And I'll cast Discovery. See how it goes. See what we get. I don't actually feel like I want either of these. Take attempts, nice. And ship it on back. And the Plague Crafter, you say? Interesting call. Interesting call. Got a little trick up the sleeve here, boys. Little trick up the sleeve. Yeah, sure thing. I'll sack a Sapperling. Oh, I love fungal infection. It's so good. So good. Oops. If this has good game against Golgari, I'm pretty happy. That's kind of really good. Good game by the looks of it. Ah, this just feels disgusting. Yeah, I felt good. That has yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. GG. TOTALmtg, welcome along. Good to have you here. Yeah, we're playing away. So far we've won most games with the mono black control deck, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm actually doing a little bit of direct challenge, so the viewers here are playing directly against it and testing it out. We now have Arocalypse, one of our regulars here, popping in and trying out the game against it. It is a lot of fun, and everybody else in the chat, TOTALmtg, the gentleman that's just popped into chat there, that is the creator of this deck. He's a YouTuber and Twitch streamer as well, from the UK. He's a very, very nice guy. I met him when I was over at GP Birmingham earlier on this year, when I was working with CFB events, and he's a real nice guy. Good deck builder as well. So, if you're popping in for a moment or two, if you have a bit of time to stay in and watch a game or two, you're more than welcome to. But if not, I understand. Not everybody could can jump in and watch through work all the time. We've a couple of people that do it on the DL, you know. Yeah, absolutely. Doing pretty well with it. When you put up this video, I was like, you're a man after my own heart. You know that? Man after my own heart. Mono Black Control is like one of the first decks I fell in love with in Standard. It was a very janky build back in Amonkhet, I think it was. Hour of Devastation. That was it. It was very, very good. This is real land heavy, but you know what? Based on the power of these cards, it's probably fine. Hello to our opponent. Ah, look, never punished. Just on tea break. Me too. Well, we're breeding Matt. We're breeding a bit of a small community of really nice people, really nice friendly community. So what we're doing is the start of every single game, very first thing we do is say hello, and it's basically turned into a hello race now. Like whoever can say hello first. Which normally means that instead of looking at the hand, we're just like whatever, keep, and then just spam hello. But it's good. I'll stick one of these bad boys out and against Dimir control. I don't know if this is gonna be particularly easy. I know we've got some good cards against it. Like Eldritch Reborn is just good in general, so I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, we'll pop it on back to our opponent. I know this feels like we should kind of be the beatdown in this matchup. Chromatic Lantern. Okie dokie. Downside here is do we cast Eldritch Reborn for no value? You know what? No. Apologies on the cough. I know they have 2 mana up, so Syncopate for 1 is pretty rough, actually. Yep. That's unfortunate, but oh, it's this deck. Okay, oh, it's a Teferi. Yep. All right. I found the One of Scriptures very interesting, to be honest. Very interesting, because it's a very weird tempo play. It's a very, very weird tempo play, because if you drop that out, they're like, I better not commit anymore to the board. So it actually puts them off a turn. However, it does cause them to just attack all in, and just go in completely fearless and be like, well, they're all going to be dead anyway. So it really depends on the matchup. If it's against like Golgari or something, it's really good because you're already kind of controlling the board and stuff. And particularly with the Exile Clause on Chapter 3. I need to get these out of here. They're not great in this match. I think I'm just going to ship it on back. Excuse me. Yeah, the Scriptures has been good. I'm not 100% convinced on Ritual of Sud, but I think that's just more
so keep up the pace.
The sweeper itself as opposed to choosing to use it. Because it is definitely one of the best sweepers that Black has at the moment. Hold the other one being Golden Demise, and both are in the deck. And I think they're in the right proportions. I think more Golden Demise is more important than Ritual of Sud. But I do think that Scriptures is a one-of, is a very... When I first saw it there, I was like, is he maybe using that because, I don't know, he doesn't have like another Eldritch Reborn or something, or what? But then when I tried it, I was like, oh, okay, this actually works pretty well. I'm gonna throw this shit right into a counter here. Yeah, a cancel. Oh jeez. All right. Only match you struggle against True Control. I was actually saying this. It was about 2 minutes before you came on. That I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play through with this deck. I'm quite liking it, and it is very similar to the style that I would make. And I thought I would make my own version, and I'll actually send it over to you and see what you think. Maybe you might want to give it a quick try at some point. But it is a really cool deck. We're both very similar in our deck design kind of things from what I've seen from the decks that you've made and the decks that I've made. We sort of seem to go by the same kind of brewing philosophies. So I feel that it might be interesting to sort of put the two heads together and try on it, if that would be something of interest to you. To be honest, I think it's probably going to end up very similar to this. Automatic compass is very rough here. But yeah, I do feel that it's yeah, you can have the land. I do feel that there, yeah, it would be a very similar kind of deck, but I think that it might be good to see sort of two sides of the same coin kind of thing. But yeah, actual proper full-on control is very annoying. It's I mean, like, every deck has a weakness. That's how it is. So probably not too bad post board with duress and other hand disruption. Yeah, you're totally right.
I will phase you out of the time stream.
I'm pretty sure we're getting phased out of the time stream here, boys. I mean, there's not much point in this at this point, but yeah. You know, it's just get countered. Yeah. Yeah, that is the good thing about mono black is the hand disruption is real. It is very good. I am pretty certain we are not going to land another thing. Oh, okay, we got a no value tubes. Two no value cheaps. Lacking a good mono black walker, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, it needs to be zombies, and that's kind of terrible. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if we were going to get good zombies, it was going to be in Golgari.
Hurry!
It's not going to be in Rakdos, and it's not going to be in Orzhov. They're all going to be demons and vampires, so... Another Teferi, and another one, and another one.
I'm known for my excellent timing. No time for a break.
I'm gonna go ahead and concede. Also, Wonder, I think that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite typo of the week. Lily's good, but you need zoomies. Need some zoomies. That was intentional. Sweet. So yeah, GG Apocalypse. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That is pretty rough. If anybody else has popped along in the last little while, welcome along to the Jank Tank. This is where I make mistakes on the internet so that you don't have to do it at FNM. We are playing some mono black control, courtesy of Matt from TOTALmtg, YouTuber and Twitch streamer. He popped along in the chat a little while ago to say hey. Not quite sure if he's still here, but we are playing away with this at the moment. We're testing it out on a couple of ladder games and also through a bit of direct challenge. So if you want to play a game, as long as you followed along to the channel, just throw down in chat that you want to play a game, and we will queue you right up. And oh, we got someone straight away, Jamie C 1770, the VIP Twitch Prime subscriber. We got you coming up here, so yeah, absolutely. Let's play away. I need to get your I tripped over my rooster again. What a name. If anybody has any cool names or funny names that they've come across while playing in arena or anything like that, just feel free to throw them down in the chat. I love having a good laugh at them. There was one of the guys, was it Chug Baron? It was one of our newer followers, I think it was. Was playing it. It was through that Chug Baron. Yeah, they threw down in the chat. It was like, oh, I'll play a game live with you, and I was like, okay. And then I put in their username, and it was like him to Tupac. Like the best name going. I tripped over my rooster. I think that's probably on the list of best names so far as well. All right, let's do it. Oh, my yoke. Sorry. Let me just jump back out there, and I'll just copy it into the chat for you. How rude of me. That's like not saying hi. But there we go. All right, now we're good to go. Best of luck to you, Naya Enraged Jamie. I think it would be pretty cool. I think it would be pretty cool if you had the option to like turn on direct challenge notifications, you know, so that you don't both have to, you know, 10 minutes until you need to restart the client. Yeah. Sure, why not? Oh, come on. Gotta say hello. Hello. Bringing top tier stuff. Well, this seems pretty decent so far. This is the old mono black control for TOTALmtg. Eldership Born seems decent. So I think I'm gonna do it like that. We seem to be okay enough to hit our land drop, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, Rocklips, you're probably not wrong. It probably is about 10 minutes until we have to restart the client. Yeah, kind of wish these were golden demises now. Well, you get a free smack with the Dante Vanguard. Oh, update hits in 10 minutes. Oh boy, I forgot all about that. No worries, Matt. Good to have you along. I'll let you know how I get on, and I'll send my own version of this along to you at some point as well, so you can check it out. Really enjoying it so far. Have a good day at work. Alrighty. Oh yeah, okay. This is Naya Enraged for sure. I should have thought when you said I'd bring your top tier stuff that was it. Yeah, probably. He's always gonna pay, so always gonna pay. It's the rule. It's the rule. Alright, cool. Go ahead and pay. I had to double check to make sure she wasn't like an angel knight or something, because that would have been disgusting. So look at that. This is pretty rough. This is pretty rough indeed. I would be okay with drawing another Eldritch Reborn now, for sure. For sure. And another one. And another one. Yep. That's super not a card I wanted to see right now. Doom Whisperer, I guess. Am I just dead here? I think I'm just dead. I think I'm just dead. Alright, Jamie. Your go, your go. Jesus. Alright. Alright, sure, yep. I didn't know Boros Angel still ran that card, but apparently so. But this is vomit. This is absolutely vomit. He's gonna end on like 40 life here. Oh, does that trigger again here? Does that trigger again? Will that now make her a 9? It does. Oh my god. Well, that's disgusting. Yeah, double combat. I thought it was like, you know, I thought maybe the wording had something to do with like at the beginning of combat. On your turn, like implying it was like only one combat, but well, I suppose yeah, that wording kind of makes sense. You drew you drew no enrage cards. Nice. That's what black is missing at the minute. It's true. You are not wrong. You are 100% right. That's why I'm like, bring back languish. Bring back languish. Or, you know what? If Ritual of Soot was CMC 4 or less, I would consider that to be a fantastic sweeper. I would consider that to be a fantastic sweeper. And actually, believe it or not, Ritual of Soot is actually seeing some play in sideboards and modern in the likes of Jund and stuff because of the exact wording of it. Because if you play against humans, nearly every single human, actually, scratch that, every single human in the humans deck is CMC 3 or less, which means that you basically wipe the whole side of their board. But there is a chance that you will have something like a Bloodbraid Elf out and it won't be dead, which is kind of cool. Or, you know, you could just cast it and then activate a manland and start beating down with that, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Can I actually play Enraged? Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to play another game, Jamie, absolutely. Absolutely. I will throw in another game with TOTALmtg's Mono Black Control here. If you guys haven't checked him out, actually, I would suggest doing it. He's a really nice guy and a great deck builder. He's a very British lad kind of guy. He's very cool guy. Highly recommend his content. It's very cool. To anybody that's popped along in the last little while, welcome along to the Jank Tank. This is where I make mistakes online in front of loads of people, so that you don't have to do the same at FNM. So we are playing Mono Black Control, and this hand is not super great. I'd be keeping it on the strength of Discovery alone, which I do all the time, so I'm just gonna go do it. Say hello to my opponent. Whenever you play degenerate attacks, it's always good to let them know that you're human. If you are enjoying the content, by the way, and you are not yet followed along to the channel, I would ask if you enjoy it that you do so. It's a huge help to us here. I'm going to get rid of both of those. And if you really enjoy it, a sub is always very appreciated. None of them necessary though. If you like just hanging out and chilling, we're all good with that too. I feel a nice old fungal infection is important to kill this thing like nice and quick, and then we'll Discovery. Really want to hit our lands here. Ooh, I kind of like it though. It's probably not great in this matchup, but no, let's not be mad here. Let's not be mad. We could just get it back later with like Eldritch Reborn, something like that. Yep, you got it. No dino. I'm happy with that. Huh. Will I just throw this out? I'll just throw this out. I don't know how often I'm going to use it, but excuse me. I think I will activate it end of turn unless he drops out like something that is quite scary. What are you going to get? I really want to know what he's getting with this. Because if I see like a... What would be the worst thing to see here? Hey, Smitty Puff, good to have you along. We are doing well. We're doing very well. We are playing around with some Mono Black Control, courtesy of YouTuber and Twitch streamer TOTALmtg. He's a very cool guy. I saw his recent deck tech and gameplay videos on this deck, and I asked him if I could build up sleeve up the deck on Arena and try it out on stream, and he was like, "Yeah, absolutely, go for it." So I am happy to say that this deck's pretty cool. It very much speaks to me as a Mono Black player anyway. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think what do I want to do here? Do I just want to Doom Whisper? I think I just want to Doom Whisper. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that Don't know how I'm going to deal with that Carnage Tyrant. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to... tapping the top of my deck. Yeah, that's such a good combo. How budget is it? It's pretty budget. It is pretty budget, to be fair. Probably the most expensive card in the deck is Doom Whisper. The most expensive... Yeah, this is rough, man. The most expensive card in the deck is Doom Whisper. In paper, it's probably not that expensive at all, really. It's like... Okay, well, it has Vraska's Contempts, to be fair. It has 3 Vraska's Contempts, which is almost definitely the most expensive. Altogether, I'd say you'd probably get it for about $120-ish. Thereabouts. I could be way off on that, but if that, I think that's about what it could be. I'm gonna have to sort of lose value on this in order to get rid of this guy. 3 toughness is actually quite unfortunate for this. One thing I missed, Apocalypse, actually, just to update on just to errata what I said about the things that Mono Black is missing at the moment. Yes, good sweeper. Second of all, it is also missing something that does 3 damage or gives -3/-3. Previous, not before the rotation that just happened, but before the one before that, we had Grasp of Darkness, which was black instant creature. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn, and that was amazing. I loved that card. I miss it. I sometimes still play it in Modern because it's a freaking great card. What the standard after that then had, which is the one that we just rotated out of, it had Essence Extraction, which was 1 black instant, deal 3 damage to something and you gain 3 life. That card was amazing. I loved that card too. So, what do here? You do have Walk the Plank. Yeah, it is sorcery speed though, and in the off chance that you're playing against Merfolk, which is way higher than normal on Arena than it is in paper. This feels hella bad, but I really don't want them to. I'll activate this once. Because if this is a cast down or something, yeah, that's way better. I'll use cast down on that. I'm okay with this. Yeah, get the beats. Get the beats in. Strangling Spores is just too expensive. It's 3 in a black for -3/-3. It just feels so bad when you play that. So picky. It's so picky. I just want Grasp of Darkness, like, that's all. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. I'm probably gonna have to kill that. Yeah, Vicious Offering is good. Again, the downside to that is is having to sack a dude in order for it to actually be -5/-5. What's in the bin here, guys? I could double, like I could Forerunner and then get back Needletooth Raptor with the second Eldest Reborn, and then just have my own little damage machine going on. But I think that's a bit too cute here. I think I'm actually just going to content this. Because that 2 life gained allows me to get another activation of Bloodfast, I think. It's great in a Saproling deck, yeah. Any kind of go wide deck. Like I think I might be looking into like an Abzan Tokens deck at some point. To be honest, to binding my Bloodfast, I'm super okay with that. Yeah, the Vicious Offering is pretty cool. This is a sweet draw. Stock in Ravenous Chupacabra has gone way up in terms of like what I believe, like how well I believe it performs. I absolutely think that this is like one of the best cards at the moment because it's a non-problem way of dealing with Niv Mizzet. Look at this little sapperling that could. Look at him do his job. You can do it, buddy. I do like that little combo of the Needletooth Raptor and Forerunner of the Empire thing. That is pretty cool. That's something I'm definitely going to have to steal. The eldest reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. This Sapperling is probably done more damage than any other one Sapperling has ever done. Don't kill the Sapperling. No, you're hovering over them. Don't kill the Sapperling. He's doing so well. Reckless Rage. I mean, it is a good card in this game. In this thing, yeah. You got a land, so next turn you can cast your Carney T. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm also getting though? Closer to kicking Josu Vess. Yeah. Choops magoops. In you get. I like the eyes that pop up here. They look very sinister. And here's where he drops the Carnage Tyrant, and then I drop the Eldest Reborn. After taking his Chop Shot Tyrant back from the grave. Oh. I love that animation, it's so cool. When I first saw it, I was like, why is that a vampire? It's a dinosaur. And then the dinosaur mouth goes, whoa, and eats. It's freaking sweet. Back in Trap Down Tyrant. Look at it, it's so cool. I actually mostly got it back there because of the animation. But I'm gonna play a Choopy Doopy. See how good this card is? Like, I know it's been widely regarded as a good card, but like, I mean, come on. And Carney T is gonna get dropped, maybe? No? Okay. Okay. Kicked. Why not? Why not? I feel this is pretty rough. I feel this is pretty rough. Oof. This is pretty heavy. Build the best deck with a Jank card voted on by the community. I like it. I like this idea a lot. I might have to talk to you about this. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. If they can they get a? It's the top. What are they doing? This is nuts. This is not BM. I'm just showing him what I have in my hand. Yep. There's an extension for taking polls on Switch. Oh, nice, nice. Yes, actually, I remember looking at that before. I should actually look further into it to get more info on it. Actually, this is oof. -20. Ooh, nice, very nice. -20. That's pretty rough, Jamie. It's pretty rough because a lot of the mono black is very bad against or very good against this because a lot of the stuff is not damage based at all. Actually, nearly everything in it is non-damage based, which means that I never trigger Urine Rage ever, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'd 100% be up for building a brew, like having a brew off. That's definitely something that we're gonna do. You know what? Actually, bear with me while I have a little page here where I keep all my ideas and stuff. So I am just going to throw that idea down because it's great. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Bear with me a moment here, guys. I am just opening up I have to open it up in Google Drive, is where I have it saved. So, just working away in the background. Have a deck, but 100% it can never beat non-mono black. Let me challenge you, see when you play something less good. Hey, I mean, yeah, if you want to do just a direct game, like, and just play whatever, I'm more than happy to. It doesn't have to be mono black. Set up stuff. Sweet. Okay, I have that added to my list now. So, excuse me. Chill Sunday. Yeah, I mean, we could do it on Chill Sundays. In general, we could do it on Chill Sundays. Absolutely. We could do it on. Chill Sundays. We could actually just do it on around Axis of Mortality, but it has to be good. Okay, here's a Venn diagram. Okay, here's a very quick. Bear with me a moment. So I've got something I need to show you here. This is very important for you to see, Jamie. I will just be 1 minute. So I'm gonna show you very quickly. There's a Venn diagram here, okay? Let me just cut over to. Let me just see if I actually do this. Yes. So let me show you here. Here's a Venn diagram of based on Let me just see if I can get my face out of the way there. So this is a Venn diagram based on Axis of Mortality decks and good decks. So as you can see, they don't really intersect. So that's the Venn diagram that we have here. There's no intersection. There is no intersection at all. But yeah. So so that's that. Oh, you're challenging me. My apologies. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, I'm against Wonder Boy, and I think I will play. Oops. What'll I do? Just some other kind of rando deck. Is there anything anybody wants to see me play against this mysterious new deck that Wanderer has here? Anything in particular standing out or that looks pretty good? He said specifically doesn't want to play against Mono Black. Oh, Mardu Legends. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to tweak it, but it's a bit of fun. Certainly a bit of fun. We can definitely play against that. See how this goes. Anybody that has come along in the last little while, welcome along to the Jank Tank. I'm your host Syvantir, and we are playing a couple of bits of direct challenge games at the moment. In addition to that, we are also testing out Mono Black Control, courtesy of TOTALmtg, YouTuber and Twitch streamer. So let's take a look at our opening hand here. We are currently playing some direct challenge games, and if you would like to be part of it as well, just make sure you're followed along to the channel and let me know in the chat, and you will be next in queue to play live on stream. Opening hand has all of the colours in our deck and ways in which to find other things and ways in which to blow up literally everything. So I'm okay with it. Hello. Playing Scum. I think one of the best inclusions to this this stream that I've done in the last little while is probably the music. It has helped me be way less salty. Not that I'm normally that salty in general, but being able to just listen to some, you know, like nice chill music, you know, I'm pretty okay with that. As much as I want, I take that. We are gonna have to scry that away. Let's go to draw. Yeah, we're looking for our lands, so I'm happy with this. I'm okay with this too. I'll take a Carney boy. I have an idea for another deck. And I accidentally, what happened was I happened across a deck by SBMTG from back in like Shadows over Innistrad or Eldritch Moon Standard, I think it was, and it's mono blue prison. And I was just looking at it, I was like, this is mad. I wish I was playing this back then, you know? Because it seems like the kind of deck, it's not necessarily a prison like with a hard lock or anything like that as such, but you're essentially, the deck's just doing so much that your opponent isn't really doing anything while you're doing like a million things. But it's very much the kind of deck that I would love to try and make a current standard version of. Because it seems real cool. It's basically just draw loads of cards and then bounce all the stuff and then draw loads of cards, take extra turns, make spells cost less, that kind of thing. Which I'm super okay with.
Are you certain of your decision?
Looks like we're getting a land, boys. Yeah. Let's do it. Give me a moment. Off there. Tatiova. Okay. Relic okay. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here. You're gonna drop like a Guildgate Summit or a Guild Summit and then a circuitous route, and then you're gonna draw like 500 million cards. Is that it? Is that what's gonna happen here? If that's not what's gonna happen here, I'm gonna be very sad.
A curious choice.
Give us a land, bro. Huh. Let's get bells unlocked. Oh. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'll just sack this now. That's fine. Let's go and get... let's get planes. That's probably fine. And... yeah, I think we're going to ship it on back. Definitely Clarion is fantastic in this deck. Because the life link is very good. The life link is very good. It's a clause that so many people forget about. It's very, very good. Okay, I'm really curious to see what Wanderboy is going to be doing here now. Okay, that's fair. I think he's respecting the bells and lock here, which I think is never a bad call. I think that is always a good choice. Actually, what has he got with these are the two things under Karn at the moment, so no. Let's just keep checking them up. We got another land. That's, I mean, it's not that bad. As long as we have our lands, we can play literally everything on our deck, so it's not like it's a bad thing. Let's draw a card. See what we got. Suck this bad boy. Hey, more lands. Sure. It's got some sort of threat out here. We still have to discard to hand size. Imagine that. We don't need more than like one red source in the whole deck, to be honest. We've got 2 cards that are red. 3 cards. Just a Strike, definitely Clarion and Aurelia, I think. And even then there's only 1 or 2 of each, so it's not that bad. I still don't know what they're doing. I mean, I can tell it's very Guildgate oriented, like that's for sure. But what exactly, I don't know. Ah, they're playing their own bells and locks. Sure, alright. Yeah, alright. Are they just gonna draw half their deck now or something? Is that how this works? Ah, they're doing it! They're doing it! Okay, so for anybody watching, that's watching, okay, I'm gonna let them know this is nice. So when bells unlock enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card, then put that card into your hand. If the CMC is 4 or greater, repeat the process, but every time it does, it deals 1 damage to you. So what he's doing is he's basically built the deck so that nearly every card in the deck is CMC 4 or greater, and then he's using Blessing of Bells and Lock on Bells and Lock, so every time Bells and Lock does damage to himself, he gains that life. So it's pretty nuts. So we're about to see this go off. Get ready. So, there's one card. There's another card. There's another card. Yep. My god. His hand's gonna get so big you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to pick cards out of it too easily, so if anybody feels like clipping this, this is the time to do it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Am I just gonna get known on the internet as like that guy that loses to the weird decks? Like, look at that number of cards. How many cards has he got left in deck? 11. 11 cards left in deck. What is going on? I don't even know what, like, he just has to go to discard now, right? I feel that was, well, I don't know. Oh no, he's got a reliquary tower, so there's no maximum hand size. He's just got half his deck in his hand. That's fine. I'm sure as hell gonna just isolate a chapel. I'm gonna go to combat and attack with Arvad. But why? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. I don't know. I don't know. I do know one of the things they're trying to do. I don't wanna reveal it in case they actually do it. But oh, this is kind of funny. Let me just, can I see the, oh, they're gonna give us the glorious rebirth. What's in the bin? We've got a bells and lock. They've got a thing. Okay. I think I'm gonna draw a card. Lord, I have no idea what's going on. Do I just do this just to get a bells and lock in the field? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's just do it. See what happens. Cool. Taking damage. I'm also gonna board the weather light. This seems fine. I'll take an Ariel. And I have to go to discard. Discard. Discard? That seems okay. You can get some serious card advantage with this, despite there being no blue. It's mostly bells and lock, to be honest, but having an 8/8 bells and lock thanks to Arvad is pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I don't know what they're gonna do to win the game, but like I don't know. I do not know. Pirate's Pillage, yeah, okay. Getting closer and closer to the end of the deck. But okay. I feel like there's some sort of like really ridiculously fragile way to win the game with this. I love the way their hand moves whenever I just like move across the screen. There's so much to do here. To be honest, they're probably struggling to... Wonder Boy's probably actually struggling to pick an individual card at any given time because it's so difficult to go through when there's so many cards in hand. Raska, okay. Thankfully our -3 doesn't kill anything we have here at the moment.
Step aside or be crushed.
We do have to take care of it though. It's super important. That -9 is pretty strong. Okay.
Don't dwell on what's about to happen.
I don't think they're gonna sack anything. I think they just want to plus it for the learn that 1,000 year, yeah. Okay, what have we got? What have we got in here? That's kind of good. What's in there, bin? What can we get that's good here? Tatiova, nothing amazing. What about on our side? Nah, nothing. Okay, you know what? I'll take up Karn again. Learned that from 1,000 year, yeah. Turns out, tip of the day. In order to win the game, you've got to have a win condition. I currently don't know what theirs is. But hey, it's fine. So while we're waiting for this to go through, because this may take a while, does anybody have any either predictions or hopes or anything for allegiances, and what you might see from it? Because I know there's a few things I'd like to see. Like, for example, I would really like to see Azorius become more of a tempo based kind of thing, as opposed to a hard control kind of thing. This feels real dead right now, by the way. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna attack with both here. I feel they don't have good blocks here because this has Death Touch and Lifelink, and this has 2 more power than theirs. And 2 more toughness, more importantly. I'm then going to contempt the Vraska. Pretty sure there's nothing that they can do to get around this. Okay. And then play Aurelia and pass. I know theoretically I could have played Aurelia beforehand, but I wanted to see if they were actually going to cast anything off that treasure, or if they had any little tricks or anything, because God knows what they're playing. God only knows what they're playing. I'm very, very unsure as to what exactly they're doing here. I really don't know what they're at. They're down to 7 cards in deck now, by the way. To anyone that has not seen that. Oh boy. If anybody's popped along in the last little while, welcome along. We are... Oof, rough. We are playing a direct challenge game against Wanderboy, also known as Wanderer IE in the chat. He's a good lad. He's making the jankiest of decks. He asked specifically not to play against Mono Black because he probably will never, ever, ever have a chance of winning. So, so we are playing Mardu Legends, a build of my own design. And it's interesting. It's interesting. Well, neither of those cards are useful here. Karn definitely ensuring our land drops. That's certainty anyway. I'm okay with getting out an Ariel and a Shalai. I think Ariel is a better card than people give credit for. Now it's really unfortunate that it's got 4 toughness and Lava Coil exists, but that's a different story when Shalai is out, so I suppose that's a thing. Has anybody here actually ever seen the games of Mono Red Prison in Legacy? It's a deck that every so often I see, and prison decks in particular are always just fascinating to me, how they work. Okay. I don't know what you're doing here. Are you doing the thing I think you're doing? Are you doing what I think this is? I kinda don't want to kill you, because I kinda want you to showcase what this absolutely insanely ridiculous deck is doing. This is actually a piece of a combo, believe it or not, guys. Just FYI. Got 2 cards left in deck. 3 treasures, 1 land. But yeah, while running through while they're running through the motions, Karn is now a key piece in Mono Red Prison in Legacy because he's a cheap, colorless planeswalker that has multiple options. It gives card advantage for a much needed deck, very much needed card advantage. It also has a win condition in the construct, and I feel like this is a trick, so I'm not going to do that. But I also feel like not blocking it is a trick, so I can't tell. mean, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. Well, that's just hilarious. Can they do anything about that? I don't think they can. To be honest, I don't actually want to beat them. I don't actually want to beat them because I want to see what they do. I want to see what they do. So, wonder if you're listening. I'm not actually going to kill you here. I am, however, going to get ready to kill you. I want you guys to see exactly what this deck can do. This one up here. I can't even remember what they called it, but I'm actually just gonna pass turn. This is just a friendly game anyway. We're playing just the most ridiculous decks that you've ever seen. I feel that's gonna kill them. I feel that's gonna kill them. Yeah, I think they needed to get that last card, but 16/16 Ariel. It was the last card. Oh, that is unfortunate. I was only saying that. I don't know if you're still tuning in while playing there, but I was saying that I was purposely not killing you because I wanted you to showcase what the deck could do. But essentially, with Garner the Blood Flame out and enough mana, you could basically like draws his whole deck, plays Time Stream Navigator. Because Garner's out, it has haste, and you could tap it and put it back into your library to take another turn, and then you untap, and then you play it again, and then you tap it, you take another turn. You basically lock them out of the game by not being able to take any more turns. Which is like, I mean, it requires some serious setup, and it is absolutely bonkers. But it's fantastic. Fantastic. Got down to 1 and they scooped. That's nuts. That was sweet. That was really sweet. That looked like it was more likely to happen than I had initially given it credit for, I think. It still looks incredibly difficult, but it looks like it can actually do something though, which is cool. Which is very cool. That was really unfortunate as well. I was actually playing here. What is going on? Why do you keep getting timed out, Wanderer? I don't understand. I'm gonna have to look into Nightbot on this one because it's really I really wish it would have worked. I think actually, hang on. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just opening up the spam protection just once and for all to actually get that to get that out and done, because it's silly. It is silly. Whereabouts is it again? Oh yeah, excess symbols. Let's just disable that for now. Okay, so I have that updated. So you should actually be able to just continue to use correct punctuation and be okay. So so for anybody watching at the moment that has popped along in the last little while, welcome to the Jank. This is where I make mistakes on the internet so that you don't have to do it at FNM. We are playing mostly some mono black control, courtesy of TOTALmtg, YouTuber and Twitch streamer, who put up the deck tech and gameplay video there yesterday. It was really cool. I had a chat with him. I was like, listen, is it okay if I play this live on stream? And he was like, absolutely, I'll even pop along. And he did earlier on his tea break from work. So yeah, having a lot of fun with the deck. If you'd like to play a game with me live on stream, you are more than welcome to. Just make sure you're followed along to the channel and let me know in the chat. You'll be up next in queue. We've a couple of different things here now. Normally on Thursdays, I would usually play the normally on Thursdays I would usually play the deck that I'm going to be playing that very evening at my local game store for Standard Showdown. The thing is, I've spent so much time in the last week to you got a wacky deck to play against me. Okay, let me know what kind of deck you want to play against Rocalypse and I'll make it happen. But the with all the work that I put into Arena this week and all the things that we're doing with it, that I actually did not have a time to either brew up, look up any lists, or sleeve up any decks at all. So I have here the deck that I'm going to be bringing to FNM, and I'm going to have to play at least a game or two of this at some point today, because there it is. And let me just jump back to the camera there. Yep, 1,000 Year Storm. It is what we are going to be playing again this evening. A bit of an updated version, actually. A little bit of an updated version. But last week I died horribly to Sapperlings. Horribly. Like, not even a tuned list. It was just, oh, I've got like 5 dudes. I'm like, cool, I can't deal with 5 dudes. I've got 1 and 1-to-1 removal. Like, that's it. But yes, so what we're going to do here is we're going to play a game against a Rocalypse. And I mean, Rocalypse, are you okay with me playing the Storm? Because if so, I mean that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. Otherwise, I'm fine with playing another deck. I don't mind. Yeah, I'll stick a Storm game on for you. Put the kettle on. We're all about to get stormed. Where am I from? Nate Fennelly. I am from Ireland. Born and raised in Bray, in County Wicklow, and now live in Dunleary, which is just south of Dublin City. A little like port town, I suppose you can call it. And yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's a fine old spot. Let's see what have we got here. This is a great hand. Looks very good. Yeah. Always interested to see where or hear where other people are from. So if you want to jump into chat and let us know where you're from, find out where viewers are watching. I know we've got some Irish guys in here anyway, that's for sure. Just booked your trip for September. Cool. Are you going to Dublin yourself, or are you going to... Oh my god, a Rocalypse. I forgot to say hello. Very neutral accent. Yeah, this is what I'm told. I'm told a lot that I really don't sound Irish. And I mean, I guess. Yeah. I can definitely be... I've definitely been told that several times, that I don't sound like the typical, alright, I'm Irish now, how's it going? You know, or any of that kind of stuff. So I sound Scottish. I didn't sound Scottish. Okay. I apologize to all Scottish people around the world. That was terrible. Smitty Puff from Texas. Yeah. Flying into Dublin, taking 2 weeks to go around the country. That is a good call. That is a cool idea. If there are a couple of places you want suggestions for food or anything in Dublin, I'll be more than happy to let you know. I'm a big foodie. I very much like my food, and I like spending far too much money on food when I go anywhere, or even don't go anywhere and just order in. I knew that card was on top. Why did I do this? Yeah, I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna go to my main phase, play Sulphur Falls. Play on our names. I'm not quite sure where you... I feel like I'm just missing something. Wasn't a fan of the black pudding. I can understand that. It's very much a it's very much one of those things that you're not really. It's very hard to gauge whether someone's gonna like it or not. Smitty Puff, what are you punting me for? Is it because I didn't say hello? Is that it? You adding to the punt counter because I did not say hello. I mean, I'll take it as a punt. Sure, that makes sense. Suggestions. Okay, where is good? Where is good? If you like burgers, I highly recommend a place called Bunsen Burger. They've three places in. I don't think I need this. They've 3 places in Dublin. Not for saying hello. Okay, that makes sense. Both of us are named Scott. Nice. Oh yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm a moron. Never mind me. I totally knew that because you said that before. That makes sense. I can pass in here. I kind of don't want to use Pirate's Pillage right now. I will next turn if I don't find anything good. But yes, Bunsen Burger is really cool. It's very hipster. It's very hipster. Like, you know, the light fittings are copper pipes basically. But it is good food. It's good food. Their entire menu comes on a business card, and the options are burger, cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, 3 types of fries. That's it. And then they've got beer and stuff, you know, so that's cool. They are one of the places. They're one of the few places in Ireland that allow you to choose how well your burger is done. Because normally the food safety standards over here are so high that for most places you just cannot have it anyway, other than cooked fully through. But because they uphold very stringent food safety standards, and they disinfect literally everything all the time. They then have they're able to do it. So if you want like a medium burger, and these lambs are killing me here, guys. What's going on? If you want a medium burger, you can get it that way, and it is really good. Yeah, I've mentioned the burger spot multiple times. I'm a bit of a hoe for burgers. That's no lie. There are other places as well, like in Dunleary. If you're ever in Dunleary, by the way, when you see any Irish names written down, it does not sound like the way you think it sounds, or I think it should sound. Like, it's never phonetically correct. Like, Dunleary is D-U-N is the first word, and then Leary for Lira is L-A-O-G-H-A-I or E. So if you were looking at that, you'd be like, Leo Harry? Or like, I've heard a million different ways of it being said. So I'm gonna have to come in taps, whatever. I'm gonna draw a card. Yeah, there you go. Spills is writing it out. Leo Harry. Alright, we got it, boys. We got it, boys. Can we storm off? Or are they just gonna, you know, blow it up because they happen to draw a Cleansing Nova? Ferrari conjecture. Now I kind of don't want to kill you yet. Excuse me. Thing is, though, I know that if I don't kill you, I'm probably gonna get Bane fired for about 1 million. So I will give it one turn, though. I will give it one turn and see if I can see anything else happening here. I'm not gonna kill you just yet. I kind of want to see what you're gonna do. So no Bane firing the deck. Oh, sweet baby G's. I think I'm gonna keep both of them there because that's just guaranteed lethal next turn. I really want to see what your payoff is, though. I really want to see what this payoff is. Nate Fennelly, by the way, if you just joined Twitch today, welcome along. Very nice of you to pop along to ourselves. If you want to just hang out, have a bit of chat, that's totally fine. We're always welcoming of anybody that wants to either hang out and have a chat, actively want to take part, so want to actually play in games or subscribe to the channel or anything like that, or even just hang out. You know, don't have to do any chatting if you don't feel like it. Just be patient because it doesn't have all the cards it's supposed to. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's all right. All right. That's okay. Sure, yeah. I'll give you the time to play. In case anyone's just popped along and is like, why haven't you killed him? It's because he's trying to do something right now. Nate Fenley, yes, I do direct challenge. In fact, I'm direct challenging. If you see in the chat there at the moment, Arocalypse is currently the person that I'm playing against. So if you would like to direct challenge yourself, you're more than welcome to. You just have to. The only thing that I ask is that you click follow on the channel. It's totally free. You just, if you have it set up, you'll get a notification to let you know when I'm live and that kind of thing. So, Smitty Puff, it is good to hear that this is the best chat around. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very much looking forward to eventually making this chat grow. It is starting to grow a little bit. We're getting a couple of people popping in and increasing the chat. Because I mean, like, I see it so many times where people are playing on stream and stuff, and you know, they're either a little bit quiet or that kind of thing. And like, that's totally fine. If that's how you are, that's how you are. But I just can't shut up. I'll be like, Spills will tell you. For anybody that doesn't know, Spills is in the Spills is in the chat here. That's Leanne, my girlfriend. She's sometimes in the background on the stream, just over here, because this is the bedroom, and she normally hangs out over here playing Switch or Arena or something herself on the laptop. So this is mostly about playing silly Magic games and stuff, but it's sometimes also just about just hanging out, having a bit of chat. Leanne's working right now, unfortunately. No. But all the medals next to the name, if you hover over them, they will actually tell you. The sword means you're a moderator, which means that you can actually do a couple of things in the chat, like help moderate the chat and that kind of thing. The star means you're a subscriber, so that you're subscribed to the channel. You'll get access to the emote. The emote that Smitty Puff likes to use a lot. So if you want to see that, I'm sure Smitty Puff will be more than happy to throw in one of the emotes. There you go. My face whenever I make a huge mistake. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You promise not to cast Nova if you draw it. Okay. Yeah, I'll ship it on back. You're at work. A lot of people seem to be watching at work, and if that's the case, that is good to know that I am helping people's days along, getting through the daily grind. I am going to do a bit of scrying. Cheer from Spill says like insider trading. All the cards you draw on ramp spells, that's a bummer. You definitely have all the land you need anyway. That's weird that that's the first radical idea we've seen so far. You're on a bad delay. I see. 11 AM in the Midwest. Can't play it. No worry. No worry at all. If you click on the info option in my channel, you'll actually see a schedule that's there. I have the schedule up for UTC, which is where I'm living at the moment. I'm just gonna draw a couple cards here because I feel like it. Yeah, I also have it down for Eastern Standard Time and Pacific Standard Time. They seem to be two of the generally more popularly used. One of the generally more popularly used time zones and stuff. So for schedules. So if you want to keep an eye out, so that you can see what is going on at any given time. I'm going to discard a radical idea. I'm going to keep the island because you never know. You never know. But if you do want to follow, if you're on mobile and don't know how to do it, there is just a little heart button that you can click on, and that'll. Oh jeez, what are you doing? Yeah, if you click the little heart, you'll also get a little animation over here. on the main screen itself. You'll get a little animation popping up to say that you followed as well. You'll obviously get a thank you. Omniscience. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. So what this basically means now, to anybody that's never seen Omniscience before, they can cast spells from their hand without paying their mana cost. So every spell for the rest of the game is free. You're not winning the game. Yeah, Night family, no problem at all. I will be here for another. I'll be here for about another hour or so, but I will be back on tomorrow. At the same time. I'm gonna put that in the bottom. But yeah, enjoy the lunch, and I hope to see you again soon. Let's see, what am I gonna do? Do I want to? I'll shock this. Yeah. Having 2,000-year storms here is gonna be pretty rough. Gotta head back, but still I'm gonna go home and pop in. Yeah, sweet. Sweet. Sure. Yeah, it's a good call to game the life anyway. Yeah. Yes, see you later, Nate Fenley. Hope you have a good day. I'm gonna radical idea and discard this whole island. I plan on just drawing my entire deck here. And if I happen to die to being decked, that's my own fault, I guess. Actually, hang on a second. It's gonna be 3 from each one. I have a radical idea. I don't think I can Pirate's Pillage because I think that's actually too many card draw. Too much card draw. You other nerds. I'm doing my best to not deck myself, but I really don't know if it's actually... Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I cannot cast another card draw spell, or I will just lose. 1,000-year storm? I'm gonna cast a fiery cannonade for the lulz. So this was basically like build your own Star of Extinction. But the key part for this here, right? Hang on. Let's see if I can. Let's see exactly how many spells I can get onto the stack here. If I cast this. I feel this is gonna actually kill me, so yeah, I feel like I think I'm actually dead. I forgot to go into full control. Yep, I forgot to go into full control. I just tried to activate it myself, and well, you know what, Wanderer? You know what? It's not my fault that the chat was so good. The chat was so good that I just stopped paying attention to the game. I'm sorry, you guys are all so damn nice. Oh God. Ugh. All right. Okay. Apocalypse, if you want to try that again, I'll happily do it again. Another one, all clubs off. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. As in, like, the same deck, like a rematch, or like do proper decks, like. Clever MTG, yo. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you along. Welcome to the Jank Tank. Yeah, same decks. Sweet, let's do it. Welcome along. We're having some good old chat. Playing some silly decks. the object of the game here. By the way, in case anyone's wondering what the noise is, I'm actually just shuffling a paper deck that I'm going to be bringing to my standard showdown at my LGS in an hour or two. But yeah, so the idea of the Jank tank is that I make mistakes on the internet on Magic Arena so that you don't have to do it at FNM. I'm gonna keep this. And yeah. So if you want a direct challenge, all you have to do is just make sure you followed along to the channel, and I'll play live on stream with you. Oh, I definitely could have won with Shocks and Strikes. The problem was there, we were actually having a great chat, and I am not the best at multitasking. I am definitely better than when I started. However, it does not mean I am good at multitasking. And yeah, so what we're doing is we're just playing a few games out. Doing some direct challenges at the moment, and playing a bit of 1000 Year Storm. We were also earlier on, we were playing a little bit of Mono Black Control, courtesy of TOTALmtg, another YouTuber slash Twitch streamer. And see, this is what happens while I'm trying to explain things. I forgot the radical idea and step. So I mean, that's not really the worst case scenario, because I mean at this point in time I'm just looking for lands, so it's not the worst. When you've got chat, you get distracted. Yeah, a bunch of people in here seem to really enjoy the chat, and I'll be honest, I do too. I'm the kind of person that can just talk and talk and talk and talk, and I just don't stop. When I actually initially started streaming, I thought that I would have a hard time trying to think of what to say for like 4, 5, 6, 7 plus hours. Turns out no. Turns out no. I have no problem with this at all. And yeah, to Leanne, who's spills in the chat there, this is no surprise whatsoever. I'm actually going to radical idea before passing the turn in case we get no, that's fine. It was just in case we got a treasure map. But yeah, so we hang out here, we play a few games, play a few silly games. The main focus of this really is it's a little less on competitiveness. I mean, we do try and make the silly and janky decks as good as possible, because, you know, as much as we like playing with silly stuff, we also like winning. Winning feels pretty good from time to time. But a lot of what we're trying to do here is just develop a nice chill community where we can just hang out, play some Magic. It's because to a lot of people, they don't have any LGSs nearby, and they have a long way to go, and sometimes you just want to hang out and play a bit of Magic with people, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for here. I want to set up essentially this plan of you know, hanging out here, doing some direct challenges, so you do actually get the Magic gameplay instead of just watching someone play all the time, which is pretty cool. And it's good. It's good. There are some people here that they were saying that they're hours away from their local LGS, so they can't just, you know, you can't just be like, oh, I've got a day off, or I've got a half day from work or whatever, or I'm free, I'm just gonna pop down and play a few games with whoever comes along. I happen to be lucky enough in the sense that I have that luxury. My LGS is right around the corner from me, and I'm good friends with the owner, so I can just pop down and play games whenever I want. But to some people they don't have that, you know, and it's something that I couldn't deal with without having at this point, you know. TOTALmtg, thank you very much for the cheer, very much appreciated. Yeah, that's sweet. Best of luck as well. Best of luck as well. If you stream as well yourself, I'll definitely pop on and take a look. Yeah, you get that. You can get that there. Gains 3 life. It's going to be harder to kill, you know. Oh, Spills! Did you see what he did as well? Spills is now, or TOTALmtg is now 2nd in the cheer list. So they've beaten you out. They've got the purple cheer. Purple cheer symbol. I'm going to discard a fiery cannonade, and I think I am okay with just that. Also, to anybody wondering why, anybody wondering why I'm being a jerk to spills and being like, oh, now you have to spend more bits. It's she's my girlfriend. She's normally actually sitting in the background, so it's totally okay. It's not insider trading, I swear. Sweet, clever MTG. Thanks very much for the follow. It's great to have you here. Very much appreciated for the kind words and the cheer. Good people. You're the kind of good people we like to have here. Yeah, I think we're gonna ship this whole turn back. I'm gonna stop on upkeep. If anybody's wondering why I haven't played Thousand Year Storm yet, I don't feel the need to. I feel I'd rather set up my spells, and then I can start going off in a turn or two, rather than putting it at risk of like a Cleansing Nova or something, you know. My turn. I'm gonna bin you. Look at that little hug emoji. Oh, it's JTMS. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Yeah. That's kind of not really what I wanted to draw here, but I think I'm actually gonna discard it. I get something else, I think. I suppose the land is fine. I'm gonna stop on upkeep next time. I'm gonna pass turn. So yeah, we were talking earlier on about where everybody's from and stuff, and Nate Fenley, one of the newer guys in the chat here, was asking where I was from because they were saying that I have a very neutral accent, and I'm from Bray in Ireland, few miles south of Dublin. We're just far enough away from the rural areas to not sound like we're from the rural areas, and we are just far enough away from Dublin to make it not sound like we're all dubs. So kind of at that middle point. We're dangerously close actually to what's known as the D4s, which is like the real posh area where people all talk like this, and yeah, you know, right? Which is it's not great, not a great kind of vibe, but I think we're just close enough to get a little twinge of it, so that we're not we don't sound like ridiculous. But Leon's from rural Ireland, but she doesn't really sound like it. No, I'm not doing dispersal. Why would I do that? Can I? Oh, it's because I haven't gone to main. I'm an idiot. I'm still not used to the way it stops on untap, upkeep, and draw. Yep. I'll keep an opt. Gets me one card deeper. Womp. Yes, let's go. I'll keep Pirate's Village. I think that's basically us set up then, isn't it? That's us done. Next turn we do Shock, Pirate's Village. Does that work? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Okay, you can draw 7. Alrighty then. Yeah, you got it. You got it. So, to anybody that's new to the 1000 Year Storm deck, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy for each other instant or sorcery spell you cast before this turn. You may choose new targets for copies. So, what you're looking to do is win with burn spells, like Lightning Strike and Shock. But one of the best cards in the whole deck is Pirate's Pillage. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. You draw 2 cards and create 2 colorless treasure artifact tokens that also produce mana. So the whole idea is once you have 1000 Year Storm out, you play any other cheap spell, like you play a Shock or something, and then you cast Pirate's Pillage, and then that'll cast twice, which means that you get to draw 4 cards. You only have to discard 1 because it's part of the casting cost. So you get to draw 4 cards and create 4 treasures, which basically means if you cast one spell before it is completely mana neutral for that turn, which is fantastic. It is so good. I'm gonna play 1000 Year Storm, and I'm gonna cast an Opt. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna wait a turn. I'm gonna wait a turn because I don't think I can actually go off here. Can I? If I cast this now, I will make 4. Oh, then I can cast that and I can make 6. Yeah, okay, that might work. That might work. So I'll cast this. 2 Pirate Spillage here is actually fantastic because it allows us to do this. I'm gonna discard 1000 Year Storm. This is a bit risky for doing this now, but we shall see how this goes. So if we do that, we play a land, we cast Pirate Spillage. Just 3 of whatever mana. We discard an island. Yep. This happens 3 times, so now we draw 6 cards and we get 6 treasures. So we're gonna have 7 mana available. Then we can cast Discovery Dispersal, which means that we will surveil 2 and draw a card now 4 times, which is crazy good. Crazy good. I'm gonna put this in the bin. Put this in the bin. Uh-oh, bit of a slowdown. We got a shock. That's good. Get rid of another 1000 Year Storm. We don't need that. Put this in the bin. Put this in the bin. I think we're getting there. This in the bin and this in the bin. Okay, can we win? Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't kill me this turn, you can't kill me. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. I love this deck. This deck is so nuts. Yup. Yup. I think that might do it. Sacrament for 1 million. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that would have been pretty good. Sanguine Sacrament. What a weird card. GG. Yeah, GG. Very cool. Very cool. All right. All right. That was pretty slick. That was pretty slick. What I'm gonna do, guys, if you just bear with me 2 seconds, because I have noticed that Arena is starting to slow down a little bit, so I am just actually gonna close it and restart it. Followed by Omniscience the next turn, then unloading your hand. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. That sounds like a good plan. So, anybody that's here at the moment that is either new or has just popped along, this is the Jank Tank. You're very welcome to hang out with us here. We are playing a little bit of Arena, and we are doing some direct challenges. So if you feel like playing against me live on stream against seriously janky decks, or tier 1 decks, or singleton, or whatever you like, you're all welcome along. All you have to do is just make sure you're followed along. We're mostly here for a bit of chill chat and playing some silly games. It's less about competitive games and more about just enjoying the time. And yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm gonna be here for about another hour or so. And then I'm gonna have to take 1000 Year Storm for another test drive in paper. So let's see. We are back to Arena. All right. So if anybody's got a deck they want to play around with at the moment, or anything that they would like to try out or anything, feel free to let me know, and we'll just play live on stream here. Otherwise, at the moment, I am going to jump back into what we were doing earlier on, which was a ladder play. Quick game of TOTALmtg's Mono Black control deck. So he was on the stream earlier on. Very nice guy, great deck builder. He is a YouTube content creator and Twitch streamer, and he's a very cool guy. I was in touch with him to see if he wanted to let me play the deck live, give him credit for it and stuff. He was like, yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. And it's good. It's good. What I'm thinking I might be doing is because this deck folds pretty hard to like proper control decks like Jeskai or Demir or anything like that. Is I might be making my own version that is probably a little closer to a mid-range deck, I reckon. So that we can get slightly better results against that without crippling our other matchups. This seems like a fine enough hand, I suppose. Got Argo's Bloodfast if they're going a bit slow. We've got Discovery to help us find our lands, so I think we're doing okay. Knight of Grace, you got it. Abzan Knights, perhaps? I just realized that this is freaking awful to deal with. Oh lord, we're gonna need like a Ritual of Soot or a Golden Demise to take care of that. But I really need those two lands, so I'm gonna keep both of them. Oh no. The downside of Mono Black. Knight of Grace is a beating. Also, wonder if you're still here. Just a quick update. I did update the filter to help you not be timed out by spamming symbols and stuff. So if you haven't tried it, it should work. Hopefully, should work okay. I'm gonna take a hit here. I think I'd rather wait and see if they're gonna play anything bigger. One thing to bear in mind is Flourish gives a buff here. Gives a nice old pump to the team. Pump the dorks. As a certain Saffron Olive would say. Let's see. I'm gonna play it Jozu. Because he's a nice brick wall here for the time being. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. So, Knight of Grace. If Knight of Grace attacks in here, I'm inclined to stop him with the Dusk Legion Zealot for this turn. Because I feel they might have some sort of pump spell. Oh, okay. That's fair, I guess. I mean, yeah. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Grace is a pain here. I think I'm gonna play a Twilight Prophet. Or will I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not very close to getting Ascend, though, is the only thing. But you know what? If they have another Conclave Tribunal, I'd rather them use it on this than I might do Whisperer. So, and we also have a Fungal Infection to blow at the Knight next turn. So, I think we're actually not doing too badly here. I think we're kind of looking okay. Not amazing, but we're living anyway. So, ugh. Why you? Okay, sure. It's obviously a token kind of strategy by the looks of it. Yeah, we baited out the other Conclave Tribunal. I had a feeling they had another one because they were very, very quick to drop it on Josu Vess. -1/-1 this, make a Sapperling. And it's like 2. Really hoping to get a sweeper of some kind here soon. I think Chupacabra is the best call here because it will kill the Knight before it gets a chance to get buffed. and it'll give me another body. It'll make them more reluctant to attack in. The only good attack they have is Knight of Grace. We also have a cast down still spare, so if they decide to have anything hefty hit the board, anything shy of like a Shalai or anything like that, then we're kind of okay. Kind of okay. Shalai would probably be a bit of a beating here. It's also pretty bad. That's also pretty bad. Nate Fennelly, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Jank Tank. Good to have you here. That's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. Yeah, now we've got no good blocks. No good anything really. Oh boy. Oh boy. What do we do? What do we do? Dusk Legion under this, I think, and then I mean that feels so bad, but yeah. Jank Magic is the reason to play Magic. That feels like that is a statement that should be you know what? I feel like there's gonna be a quote section coming along soon enough. There's been enough times where either myself or someone else has said something that this is what we need right now. Need to kill that thing. There have been enough quotes in here already that probably warrants a quote section. And Jank Magic is the reason to play Magic is that's definitely up there in the things that are legitimate things to say about Magic. I would definitely quote that. Oh, you're kidding me. Are we just dead? Are we just dead now? I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Turns out, guys. Turns out, if you don't draw your sweepers, you're boned. Ritual of Soot is probably our only out here now. We have to draw it as this card. Even then, it's not great. Oh, that is a turn too late. That is a turn too late. Yep. We dead, bro. Joined Twitch this morning so you can find some Jank brews to play. Well, Nate, I not to sound cocky or anything, but you've definitely found the right place for that. either myself, or any of the regulars here in the chat. Definitely play some of the weirdest, wackiest, most ridiculous and jankiest brews. For Monday through to Friday, it is nearly always Arena. Sundays a much more chill stream. Sometimes we don't play Magic, sometimes we play a couple of other things, but we do play other formats, like Pauper and Modern. So if they are things that you would be interested in as well, Sunday is the day to pop along for those. It could come along on other days, but that's definitely the most likely day for other formats. All you do is try to win with Jank decks. Yep. So you'll fit in here perfectly, for certain. If any of the other guys in the chat here would like to share what they do with Magic, you'll be able to see that it's exactly the same thing. Boros Lich's Mastery deck. If you have it in Arena and want to direct challenge and see how it goes against one of my janky brews, I'll be more than happy to play a game if you so desire. But yeah, the deck that we're Arena is brutal with wildcards. It absolutely is. Absolutely is. Have it on paper. I mean, if you have a link to the list and would like me to try out the deck at some point, I am more than happy to try. And Rockalypse is busy building a new deck. Yeah, story of our lives. Am I right? Yeah, we are. I'm taking on suggestions of decks because as much as I like to brew and as many decks as I do build, spoiler alert, Arena has already told me that I have too many decks. Twice. I've gotten to you've reached the limit of 60 decks, and I'm like, why 60? Like that's such an arbitrary, like, can you not increase it to like 75 so it's the same number of cards in a full deck? I don't know, but yeah, so sometimes you can hit a brewing sort of writer's block, I guess. and seeing different weird iterations of decks or just wacky off the wall things, and you know, you're always credited whenever one of your own decks come up here on the stream. But it is it can sometimes be difficult to develop the content for it. But what we are doing at the moment is, we're just playing through a few games. If anybody would like to play live, as long as you're followed, just let me know in the chat and I'll queue up a game with you. But in the meantime, we're just playing 1 or 2 ladder games. Doing a bit of Mono Black Control. Now this comes courtesy of TOTALmtg. He's a YouTuber and Twitch streamer. He's a very cool guy and very good deck builder as well. It's coming across as a pretty good deck so far. So we're gonna kick into another game here. Try and get it to me. I was trying to build an Access to Mortality deck and trying on Lich's Mastery. Yeah. Both of those cards are cards that scream build around me. And I had built a mono black Lich's Mastery deck. It was in the previous standard, and it was very interesting. This hand is incredibly slow. Like, if we're against mono red, we are dead with this hand. Likely dead with this hand. Chromatic Lantern does just make brewing so much more fun. Man, Nate, if you were here yesterday, we were playing Chromatic Black, which is a mono black control deck. Oh, sweet, look at that. They must have seen us on stream or something and gone, oh, we can't play against that. Hey, we got a pack. I love the way they add the crinkly sounds to the packs. And if you've noticed this is a little bit of added detail. If you click on the top coin, obviously it's moving down, so it's hitting off this other coin. But if you hit the bottom coin, it just moves by itself. Just little silly details like that are cool. You're watching Saffron Olive playing Chromatic Black this morning. Yeah. I'd spotted the deck there playing. It was an Aliantrazi list. The deck had actually sort of surfaced there about 2-3 weeks ago. Someone had 5-0'd with it, running Live Visit in the main board, and I thought it was really cool. We decided to stick it together. It just so happened that the very day that he was putting up Chromatic Black, that I was actually on stream with it as well. I noticed this actually happened recently. There was a Hadana's Climb / Chamber Sentry deck that Strictly Better MTG, YouTuber, had put up, and the very same day Saffron Olive had put up the exact same deck, like within like a few cards in the difference, and like people were like, oh, what are you doing, Saffron Olive, you're robbing the deck from SBMTG, blah blah blah. And like SBMTG was like, he didn't steal it. This happens all the time where content creators basically, because you're dealing with a set of a set like card pool, and you're all trying to think the same way and trying to think of these decks and build these decks and stuff. Like there's a very real chance that it's almost definitely sure that that two content creators have come up with the same idea around the same time. I mean, like I know for a fact that SBMTG, he does his decks like, or his videos like 3 or 4 days in advance, like, and then he goes and edits them and adds the music and the transitions and all this stuff. So like it's not a case and like Saffron Olive, like their things are all done like 4 or 5 days in advance as well. Nearly all YouTubers are. And so unless they were contacting each other and stuff, but even then, what does it matter? Like, dude, you met people that are like, oh, you're ripping him off, and even Dev being like, no, he's not, he's just thinking the same things, just like that. I mean, I've already had it, and I'm not particularly big or anything here at all, not by a long shot. And like other people have come up with decks the exact same time that I've come up with them, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, can happen. Dev loves Chamber Sentry a little too much, I think. It's a great card. It's a really cool card. Apocalypse, I will happily play a game with you now. Yep, absolutely. Any particular deck you want to play against? What do I feel like playing at the moment? I kind of feel like playing a little bit of pick one. Okay. I will go with There's so many options. So many options. Mono Blue Mill. Why not? Let's go. To be fair, Brute and half the decks. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Actually, strangely enough, some people are actually putting Chamber Sentry into Bridgevine in Modern because you can easily get 3 or 4 colors and just play a 4/4 if you want, or a 3/3 or whichever. But you can also play. What's it called? You can also play for 0. So it's a little bit. In certain circumstances it's better than Walker Ballista or Hangerback Walker. So some lists run like 2 of them and then 3 Hangerback Walker and 3 Walker Ballista to still make up the 8. You know, it just sometimes you just need to get a beater on the board. You know that, and that's it. Yeah, it is really cool. There's a deck. I don't know if any of you guys had seen it. It is a Modern deck. I started recently building Budget Affinity, and I happened to end up with a bunch of cards that they're pretty cool in general. You know, it doesn't have the Arcane Ravagers, it doesn't have the Inkmont Nexus, it doesn't have the Mox Opals. It still wins games. Like, it beat Jund, it beat Humans, it beat Ad Nauseam, it beat a load of stuff. It beat a load of stuff. Now obviously it does require, you know, good piloting, good draws, that kind of thing. But it's good. And then what I noticed was this is actually just incredibly dumb. I feel really bad about this. Excuse me. But there was a deck that was put up on TCG Player under Corbin Hosler's Mining Modern series there. I think it was only put up yesterday, and it's called Blue Steel, which is a freaking sweet name. First of all, it's a sweet name, but it's a mono blue artifact based deck that works on like just ridiculous synergies and tries to win with like Traxos Scourge of Krug. Of all things, like, it's just so silly. It's so silly. But it is probably one of the decks that I will be playing on. When will I be playing it? Probably on this. Probably on Chill Sunday. Blue Steel. I mean, I haven't done it in a while. Let me just. Yeah, something like that. If you decide to unfollow from the channel, I completely understand. This is gonna be pretty rough here, I'm afraid. The draws that I'm getting here. Nate Bentley laughing out loud, yeah. One of the because you're milling, don't use blink. Don't. Okay. I guess I won't. I won't use blink. I'll just see what you got, I guess. See, the thing is, this seems to happen. Actually, finally, this is something that you might notice as well. When we're playing here on direct challenges, normally I'm like, what kind of deck do you want to play? Because I'm normally like, what deck do you want to play? Because, you know, sometimes a lot of the time it's someone playing like a new brew that they've come up with, or it's just like tier 1000 jank kind of thing, you know, this kind of stuff. So they're kind of like, you don't necessarily want to get like bulldozed over by like a tier 1 deck or like mono red aggro or something like this. So a lot of the time I'm like, look, you can do either like tier 1 or tier 100 or singleton or whatever, and Apocalypse always seems to have this look, and same against me as well, and that is that he'll just be like, oh, pick any deck at all, it doesn't matter, and like that normally means pick a janky deck, and I'm like, okay, I'll pick a janky deck, and it's mono blue mill in this case, and he's like, yeah, okay, this deck literally can't beat mono blue mill. It just happens that he always picks the deck, randomly picks a deck that completely hoses my one, and then I happen to pick a deck that completely hoses his one. This happens a lot. This happens a lot. However, he now has 29 mana available. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Oh, you're kicking the Josie Bells. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. That's fair. You still have 19 mana available though. You might want to use that. Are you gonna kick another one? Oh, no way you are. Actually gonna play another one. Alright, alright. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. It's good to know though that Mother Blue Mill can win with 3 lands. It just needs a Drowned Secrets and 4 Psychic Corrosion. Oh man. This is nuts. This is actually nuts. You can Your win con is in the graveyard. What's your win con? Let me see. Let me see. What's the win con? Oh, Lich's Mastery. Okay. Wait, you've only got 1 in the deck? Oh, jeez. That's rough. That is pretty rough. That was not the intention. If that's any help. You've only got 1. Maybe it's a good idea to actually just have it in the sideboard then, and then Mastermind's acquisition for it, just to make sure that you know it. Or I don't know. Maybe. Okay, let's see. If I do literally anything here, you're dead. So I guess Drowned Secrets. Yeah. That was pretty rough. They finally always brew up a deck and jump into a game against Jeskai control. That is exactly my point. That is 100% my point. GG's though, Rockalypse. That was actually very close. That was like one spell away from like winning the game right there. So that was surprisingly good. Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever I brew up a deck and I want to try it out, I end up even though the fact that I'm down in what tier am I at? I'm at like I'm constructed like bronze level 2, so I'm not even that high. And to be honest, I should probably be higher. I feel like I'm reasonable enough for the most part, especially off stream, because you get very distracted when you're playing on stream. I'd say I'm good enough to be silver. Definitely. That's not being cocky. I put a lot of time in, and I do actually try to actively improve all the time. It's just very, very hard to do so on stream. But when it comes to trying out like these janky decks and stuff, you want to actually see if they're in any way useful or can actually win some games. And the amount of times when I'm playing and I end up coming up against stuff like Jeskai Control or like White Weenie in particular has been a beating for so many of these decks recently. And I'm like, I just want to see if the deck works okay, you know? And that's kind of one of the reasons why I have the option that if you followed along, you can do some direct challenges and you have a choice of playing either tier 1, tier 100, singleton, or whatever you want, because sometimes you just want to be able to try your deck, you know, and like not have it just get wrecked by like the absolute best deck out there or whatever, you know. So it's good for that kind of thing. I know it's something that I'd certainly like to have myself anyway, to be able to try against other decks that don't just like bulldoze everything. But if anybody in here at the moment would like to play another game, more than welcome to. I'm going to be here for at least another half an hour, so we could definitely get a few games in. And Arocalypse, if you want to try that deck again, only against a different deck, I'm okay with it. Different deck this time, yeah, no worries. I'm good with that. I'm always intrigued to see your builds, because your builds are always real weird, and you build with a different kind of design philosophy to myself, which is good. It's good to see the two different sides of it. You know, like I try and brew for efficiency and that kind of thing, which is kind of the more competitive side of me sort of showing. You know, I'm like, do I need this, or will I just add this other card that in most circumstances is better? But you tend to go for the cooler option. Which means that your decks have a tendency to stand out and be way more mad and wacky, which I like. So let's see. Yeah, designs normally to see if the combo can work, not to win. Yeah, that's I think that's a pretty accurate summation of it. You know what? I actually think that you could probably do pretty well against Quasi Duplicate with that deck. I actually feel like that's probably a deck that deck could actually hold up against. Quasi Duplicate is actually a deck that 5-0'd recently as well. Not this exact list, but pretty close to it. You also now have the added benefit of knowing what deck you're up against. So that's fair. That's pretty good. Subscriptions are for a couple of things. First of all, if any of the people that are currently subbed would like to do the emote in the chat, you'll get access to a special sub emote. You get access to a couple of extra little things as well. You'll get a little star beside your name, just like a Rockalypse has there. But you'll also be supporting the there's my face. That's the face I make whenever I make any huge mistakes. Or anytime anything ridiculous happens as well. I'll keep this hand. But also, probably most importantly, is you provide support to the streamers. Like I am doing this to try and do this full time and like make this my actual job. I would be very happy to try and get this as what I do, as my thing. Because I feel that some kind of place like this is good to have. You know, this kind of this chill spot where you can concede and try again. You just want the free win, yeah? All right, you got this one. You got lucky. I'll remember you guys. Don't worry. Spills is talking crap. Spills is talking crap. Again, like I said earlier, Spills is Leanne, my girlfriend. She normally hangs out here in the background. We live together, and she's really cool. She's really cool. She is an aggro player through and through, and beats me regularly. Not domestically. At Magic. I felt that was very important to distinguish. Got screwed up on matchmaking, never got past connecting. Yeah. Yeah, Leon's cool. Spills is cool. This hand is not great. Can I get a better 5? Yes. Well, rip. People say punt because so what the punt does is it's an ability that you can do in the chat if you are subscribed, that if you put exclamation mark and then punt, that adds 1 punt to the punt count. So every time I make a mistake or screw up, you can add a punt to the count, so that we're basically just keeping track of how many times I screw up. To be perfectly honest, I don't know why I did that, because I don't want to mill this. So now feel free, anybody that is subscribed is more than welcome to punt there, because that was a punt. I made a mistake. I paid 2 life to put Stitch's Supplier into play first, but when it enters the battlefield, put the top 3 cards in your graveyard, and I did not want to do that because I wanted to keep the Drowned Catacomb on top. So that was a punt. I made a mistake. Yeah, it feels like I can bring the deck. That's fine. That is totally fine. The exclamation point is to do so that you can. It's so that it adds. It's so that there's like. It's like a function within the chat, like a kind of like code, where you can. I'm actually gonna pay 2 life. I'm gonna duplicate this guy. Yeah, where you can. So many lingering questions. I've gotten this a good bit actually, that a lot of people just don't know about these things, and to be perfectly fair, it's actually quite hard to find these things online, to find answers to these things, and I've had to just be like, stupid question. What does this do? What does that do? And it always feels real weird, but like I've never actually had any sort of I've never actually had any circumstance where I felt like an idiot after asking it, because they're like, oh, it's just this. And you're like, oh, okay, that's sweet, cool. It looks like we're just gonna keep quasi-duplicating here. But yes, Nate, Fenley, yeah, don't worry about it. Anytime at all that you want to just ask any questions on either Magic or just Twitch and stuff in general, feel free to ask in here. I have no problem in getting blown out, boys. I've no problem in explaining these things, mostly because I've asked far stupider questions. And I am generally of the opinion that there is no such thing as a stupid question. There is absolutely such thing as a stupid answer, though. So I'm the kind of person that will do my best to either get you a non-stupid answer, or if I don't know what the answer is, someone in chat almost definitely will. They're good, knowledgeable folk. Yeah. So yeah, Smitty Puff Jr. is one of the regulars here in the chat, and subscribed as well, one of the top guys. And he's always asking loads of questions, and he's always gets the answers, and I'm more than happy to give them. But like he keeps apologizing for asking so many questions. I'm like, dude, like I'm sitting here to hang out. Like, it's like you're asking questions to like a random friend or something. Like, it's fine, you know. So it's all good. I'm affable. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. Good to have nice compliments coming in from time to time. I am afraid of another cast down here, so I'm gonna just leave Nutella instead. But that's it. I mean, I like to the whole aim of what I want to do here is develop a community where people feel they can just come along, chill out, talk crap if they want, or just talk about plays in Magic, talk about just stuff. You know, there's never really any like there's no reason to be anything less than cool with people, you know. That's what I feel anyway. I mean, there are jerks in the world. There's no getting around that. But I like to make sure here's a jerk-free zone. The only jerks here are the decks. Okay, what have we got? I'm fearing a kick to Josie Vest like any day now. Oh. I see. Okay. GG, Apocalypse. What happened there? Did you just poor draws, can't play anything? Yeah. You had so much mana. If you want to give it another go, I'm happy to do it. Bear in mind, actually, you were the first person to blow me out when I was playing a quasi-duplicate. For some reason, people just don't seem to think that they can react or respond to like someone casting quasi-duplicate targeting something. I don't know why that is, but that is literally the first time that anyone has ever like killed something in response to a targeting. Don't know why. I'm shuffling a deck here and I've just dropped some cards on the ground. Please bear with me. Oh. Found my treasure map. Okay, so yeah, if you'd like to play it out again, give it another go. I'm happy to do so. Quasi-duplicate is a deck that I'm currently trying to build in paper, but for some reason, the quasi-duplicate card is harder to find in paper than I thought it would be. I thought it would be just like random bulk rare at this point. Nobody seems to have them. Of all the drafts that were done, no one seems to have cracked any. So. That's anything when you have it in hand. Only creatures, so you need to get to cast creatures. And they're just gonna get killed. Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It could be. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. It's kind of unfortunate. Did we? Oh, we got a pack. I forgot to open it. Let's see what we get. Another experimental frenzy. Let's play a different deck. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you want to play another one, I'm all game. I am all game. I'm going to be here for... I was going to say I'd be here for another 15 minutes, but I can actually stretch it out to... yeah, about 25 minutes or so. 20-25 minutes. One you've yet to win with. Oh, let me see if I can bring some real jank then. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See if there's anything real silly here. What do I want to play with? What will I play with? Do you like, is there, if you want, you can select like a particular type of deck that you want to try against. You know, like if you're like, oh, I want to try against an aggro deck, I want to try against a control deck, or just mid-range or some random or whatever. Like, I'm, as you know, I am easy. Because if you want to play against one of the pants decks, okay. We started getting it. They finally, if you're still here, we started getting known for a little bit for having these pants decks. They're very silly, very silly pants decks. I actually can't remember which one of them is good and which one of them is terrible. I'm pretty sure they're just all terrible. So whatever. But yeah, I suppose in a way we're like a little bit of a weird testing group here. So we test out some weird and often terrible decks, and kind of don't care because it just seems fun. Yeah, I've got a way to do things here, so I'm gonna keep it. Always say hello to your opponent. That's one thing I always say as well, is always say hello to your opponent on Arena. Let them know you're human, because at the very least, when you play a degenerate deck, you'll know that you'll know that you're playing against someone that intends to do this. Nice! He's just gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it in response. Well, it's now or never. He's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it. Guarantee. Ooh, didn't kill it. Bounced it. Alright. Alright. It would be very nice if we could very nice if we could actually get some pants here. That'd be good. Chart a course. I'm intrigued to see what you're... Okay. So far I'm not 100% sure what you're on. I'm also not 100% sure what I'm doing. I'm going to attack with a 1/1 that cost me 2 mana. So technically 4 mana because you bounced it, so whatever. Do you have a response? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you have some sort of response to that. Oh, maybe you need to find a response. Or just not. You could just not kill it. That'd be great. Okay. Okay, I know what I'm playing against now. I know what I'm playing against now. Well, I don't think 4 damage on its own is gonna do much. Yeah. I really think we need more than what we got here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, at least we can cast something now this turn. Actually improves our mana efficiency, I guess. Sorta. You haven't seen Valduk in many builds because Valduk is trash. Valduk, well, no, he's not trash. He's good in what he does, but he's also just incredibly fragile. And most of the time, you don't even want to attack with him, which is kind of terrible. Like here, I mean, I haven't drawn any enchantments to put on my guys here, so This is abysmal and it's not going to work. They're just going to kill us with 1000-Year Storm now, probably. Probably mill us with 1000-Year Storm, now that I mention it, because Rockalips was talking about this build where, yeah, you basically just play like mill enchantments and then 1000-Year Storm and then just mill the opponent, like by casting a load of card draw. So, I mean, we're on a 3-turn clock. Do I have a favorite way to play? I generally, I don't know if this is what you mean by favorite way to play, but I do love to play in paper more than anything. I regularly have a friend or two over to just hang out, basically play some games of Modern, and just talk about how, like, the lines of play and that kind of thing. Sometimes you order a bit of pizza, maybe get a beer or two, and just hang out in the kitchen, just play it out. I often really enjoy that. It's probably my favorite way to play, if that's what you meant by way. When it comes to control and aggro and stuff, this is weird. I used to love playing aggro. When I started, I loved playing aggro, which is a bit weird because the very first deck that I ever had was blue-red spells. So the win cons were like Cryptic Serpent and Enigma Drake and stuff. This was back in Amonkhet. I actually, a lot of people don't know this. I haven't actually been playing it a very long time. I've been playing about 1.5 years now at this point. I just get really into stuff. It's particularly the way that I play, or just engage in things in general. It's just the way that I tend to be with these things. But when it comes to yeah, I got tired of aggro after a while. I moved on to like mono black and stuff, and I just started with mono black and stuff, and mono black aggro. I actually came second in the PPTQ with mono black aggro, and did really well. And lost to mono red at the time, and from there I started to get sick of aggro because I was like, oh, it's just turn them all sideways. It's not very important, you know, like there's not many like smart moves and all this kind of stuff. GG Rockalips, by the way, good game. If you want to try it again, I'm more than happy to. I really do actually want to see this Millstorm go off. But then I moved to control, and then I was on control for a good while, and I played a PPTQ and I got mana screwed just too many times. In the one day with Esper control. Yeah, Rockalips, that's no problem at all. Yeah, you've got time to do that anyway. We'll play another game or two and then have to go, but we'll still be here for those. And yeah, I just got sick of it. I was like, oh, look, everybody else has a proactive game plan right now. They want to just beat face and win games and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'll move from that. And I ended up going to mono blue tempo, which was in the last standard. It was obviously not too long ago, and I loved it. Tempo is the best. Tempo is so good. But tempo is also really hard to play, and it's not very often that tempo is either viable or decent. So whenever I can, I try and play tempo. But ready to go and lose again? No worries. Tell you what I'll do. I'll try one of the other pants decks because I can't even remember what any of them are. Excuse me. Yeah, so I was playing tempo for a while. One thing that I am always intrigued by and I love watching, but I'm terrible at playing, is prison decks. Really poor at prison decks, but they are so freaking cool as well. Though I love the idea of getting to a point where, you know, your opponent can disrupt your game plan and stuff, but then, like, if they don't, they just cannot play Magic. I kind of like that because I'm probably like a sadist like that. I'll keep this. Do I like sports? To be perfectly honest, not hugely. The one of the main reasons for that is that I don't really have a lot of time. I never really had a lot of time for it. Like, I skateboarded and cycled and stuff when I was a kid, and I still cycle a bit now. And I did do a bit of indoor soccer. I call it soccer. We actually call it football here, but I know we have a lot of US people in the chat. but I know that I played to life. But I did indoor soccer and stuff for a while. I really enjoyed that. I actually started getting half decent at it as well. But then the indoor football group fell apart and all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to sports, like when I was growing up and stuff, the main thing that we were doing all the time was like I was playing music. I play a load of instruments. Like I play drums, guitar, bass, a little bit of keyboard, a little bit of harmonica, do ukulele, I'm one of these people that has a bit of an affinity for instruments. Like I sold a load of them over the last couple of years, but like I still have like 3 or 4 guitars here in the apartment. I still have like a keyboard or 2 lying around, that kind of thing. I always spend too much time doing the likes of like playing, like trying to play in a band or doing an open mic night or this kind of thing. Bear in mind that does not mean I'm a good singer. I'm in fact a freaking terrible singer. But that never stopped me. I played in the band. I played American football. So I had to march in football pads. That doesn't sound like something that's like either fun to do or something that anyone would actually just want to do. This is a nice old combo, the old divination, drown secret, psychic corrosion combo. But one thing I notice with Magic though is that it's widely known. It's widely known that with Magic. Sorry, I'm actually just going off topic. You're still on here. Let me just have a look. I had to miss wrestling practice so quit last year in school. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. That makes perfect sense. We don't seem to have a whole lot of action here other than just this 3-turn clock, I guess. This might, on second thought, Apocalypse, this might not actually be a very good matchup at all. Because this is really close to mono blue tempo. It just happens to have pants and red guys. So, you know what, I'm actually okay with that. But one thing I noticed about Magic, it's widely known that it's close to 70% difference between, or 70% is the group of people that do not play in any way competitively. So with the likes of when it comes to the likes of you know, people that go to LDSs or go to GPs or like try to get on Pro Tour or anything like that, all those people they all make up like 30%. The other 70% are the people that sit at home and like play like kitchen table Magic and that kind of thing, and that's great. I personally feel that there's a huge disconnect between one and the other. You know, because the thing is, first and foremost, it's first and foremost, it's a game. It's a game, and you should, like, the thing that you have in common with competitive people is you need to enjoy playing it, because if you don't enjoy playing it, why are you playing it? Simple. That's actually why I have the likes of Chill Sundays here, because if I was to play the same thing day in day out every single day, I would lose my mind. I would lose my goddamn mind. That's why we play different things on those days. You're actually starting to get some proper mill going on here. I mean, I'd like to play competitively and stuff as well, but like, it's so much time to invest in it. I mean, like, I'm sitting here and I'm doing like the brewing and all this kind of stuff, and that's one thing. But like, you'd actually have to spend a lot of time, like, properly testing. So like, I know a couple of friends that have made it onto the Pro Tour, Irish guys, and like they put so much time into it. They had like Excel sheets of like matchup percentages and win rates and all this kind of stuff, and like sideboard options. Like, it's insanity. It's absolute insanity. And after a while, some of them just actually stopped enjoying it because it was just too much work on that side of things. And they still pop along for like EDH and that kind of thing, because a bit of Commander's fun, you know. But the thing that I'm trying to bridge here is I'm trying to in a way kind of like not only create this sort of community here that people enjoy being a part of and being involved in, but I also want to have this kind of this sort of gap, this sort of bridge that sort of bridges the gap between more competitive players and don't kill you. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's see. I'll leave you alone for a turn or two. I'll give you a chance to see if the deck actually works. But started by playing on Cockatrice. Met a guy in there who was on the Pro Tour, setting himself for achievers win percentages against certain decks. And his matches were in the thousands. Was like, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, like that's it. Like that's the thing. Like what I want to do here is I want to bridge the gap between professional players, or like spikes, essentially, like very spiky players, and I'm gonna put you to 1. I'm gonna keep you honest. Go ahead, see what you can do. You'll probably just win here if you got some card draw. But the thing is, a lot of casual players, right? A lot of casual players don't realize that a small bit of competitiveness is actually good. Like, wanting to win is not a bad thing, you know? Like sitting down and just trying to figure out what to do in any given circumstance to be more likely to win or whatever, that's the right thing to do, you know? In order to enjoy it the most, like you can play through and like not try to get better at all, and that's fine. If that's what you want to do, and you just want to jam out some games and you don't care if you win or lose, you just enjoy playing, that's totally fine. But a lot of people, after having like 4 or 5 losses in a row against like a control deck, particularly control decks, and they're like, I don't understand, counter spells are so dumb, oh I hate them. No, they're not dumb. They're a legitimate part of Magic, and there's no reason why you should hate them, because you can learn to play around them. You can absolutely learn to play around them. Any deck can beat any deck. You just have to either be lucky or know what you're looking for, or know what to target with removal and this kind of thing. And it's not actually that difficult at all. Like, I very much believe in the 80-20 rule. I am so dead, by the way. I'm so dead. You did it. You did it. Shuts down a lot of casual decks. Yeah, you're completely right. You're completely right. And that is one of the reasons why I do the direct challenge here. When I ask people that direct challenge, like, you know, look, do you want to play tier 1 or do you want to play tier 100 or whatever? But one of the things that I find with the more casual players is that they often want to get better. They often want to actually get better. Like, no one sits there and goes, oh, I just want to stay at the level that I am and I don't care about getting better or whatever. Some people do, and that's fine. But most don't. Most want to actually improve. And I am a very strong believer in the 80-20 rule. Most things in life revolve on the ratio of 80 and 20. You know? So, if you put in 20% of the effort that a Pro Tour player puts in, you will get 80% of the way there in terms of how good you'll get. You know? Like, if you build... If you build like a cheap janky budget deck or whatever, and you actually put a little bit of work into going, okay, what cards are good in what matchups and what are not, what's not good and stuff, like, you don't have to put in thousands of games. You just have to sit down and actually just spend a bit of time just looking at it and going, okay, what do I actually need to do here? You know, and sometimes it is a case of just writing it out in a notepad or something, or sticking it into an Excel sheet or something like that. It doesn't even have to be a huge thing. Like, I don't do Excel sheets. I don't do Excel sheets at all. But what I do is, like I said, I have a few friends over. I play a few games, and like the friends that I have over, they're spiky enough, in the sense that they won't sit down and play janky decks. They will play tiered decks, and they do look at, you know, certain lines and going, okay, well, if you're playing this and you're playing that and stuff. And like I said earlier, I have a budget affinity deck. Costs about a total of about I'd say $100. And I play that against like $1,600 decks. Like, one of my mates has Jund, and that's $1,600 plus, and I win games against it. all the time. And the reason for it is because I'm sitting down to play games with friends and enjoy them, but at the same time, like, what'll happen is sometimes it'll be a very clinch moment, like a very clutch moment in a game, and we'll just be like, well, hang on a second, I'm just going to show you my hand, so that, and like, you show me yours, so that we can just talk out what the right thing to do here would be in order to give me the best chance of winning. And that is what spiky players do. It's just, you know, when you get to like the pro level and stuff, like, people are documenting it and writing it down and like using that. Whereas if you're just sitting there and you're just playing out a few games, eventually this stuff will kind of start becoming not muscle memory, but it'll be the kind of way of thinking will just start getting ingrained in the way that you think in the game. And what I've noticed is that when you start thinking critically in those kind of terms within a game, it actually impacts on life as well. Like, you start thinking more critically of like what do I actually need to do today, you know, in order to feel like I've had a productive day, or, you know, these kind of things. Like, I know now I'm going to Magic. I know that when I come home, I definitely have to go back and do some work to get some thumbnails together, because I export these live streams to YouTube as well. And I don't want to put them up without a cool or often ridiculous thumbnail. So I know that in order for me to have a productive day, I just need to do that later. And that's it. Nate Fenley, to be perfectly honest, the reason that more people are watching me right now might be to do with the fact that I'm actually only streaming for about 3 weeks so far, 3 weeks to a month. I'd say it's about a month now, actually. But if you know any way in which if anybody wants to share any of this stuff on social media or anything like that, I'm actually just going to do a quick wrap up now, because I do have to go and get dinner and get ready to go to Standard Showdown myself. But yes, so just a quick wrap up. Yeah, so that's been what we're doing here. So we're going to basically be doing very similar kind of stuff here tomorrow, and then we're going to be back on Sunday for the chill stream. What we are doing over the next couple of days, chill stream is probably going to be playing Blue Steel and Modern, and possibly if I'm feeling comfortable enough with it, I might even take it into a league. But it is a chill day, so we might just be playing a couple of chill matches. If anybody wants to follow me on any of the social media, it is the same everywhere. Syvantir on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, you name it. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you everybody for a fantastic stream. This was probably one of my favorites. This has probably been the best chat in a long time. I say long time right after I say that I've only been streaming for about a month, so you know what I mean. So I'd be happy to see people back here tomorrow. If anybody wants to share any of these like links or anything like that, or share me on social media or anything, so we can have a bit of a help start to grow the community a little bit, that would be fantastic. Because like I said, I would love nothing more than to make this my full-time job. I would love nothing more than to have a really sweet place where we can just hang out, we can just chill, we can play dumb stuff, and just have a good time. I'm really happy with the progress that we've been making with this so far. Yeah, I'm super happy about it. I love these streams on the Thursdays because they're a little bit shorter, which means that they're very easy to sort of jump into and get into. I do often feel like I kind of want to stay on for a little bit longer, but I do know I have to go and get food and go and actually play in the LGS, because I'm one of the more involved people in the LGS. Like, I help organize tournaments and stuff, so it is kind of important that I'm there. But like when I finish here, I'm so hyped to just go and play more Magic, basically. So yeah, with all that said, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna close off now. I will be back tomorrow. I will be playing a few more games with Arena, so if you want to be getting your Jank on, feel free to bring it tomorrow and play out a few games. But with that said, I'm gonna sign off now. Like I said, I'm on all the social media and stuff. Look forward to talking to you guys again, and I will see you tomorrow.